Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War. And today we had an update. We had the 5.6 update coming to the game, so Gnome-a-palooza is here. Gnome-a-palooza is here. Um, First thought on this, it's one of the first updates that I've ever seen where you come into the game and like you can't see anything that happened, really. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be hard to even find one of these gnomes. I don't know. Just my first thought on the update is, I don't know, we're going to read the patch notes, so we'll get into that. But I don't know, first thought was like, this is one of the first updates where, you know, I turn on the game and I can't really see anything that changed. And how do we know? What if they're not there? I don't know. You know me. But anyway, let's get started here. So we're going to be going over the update patch notes and probably looking for some of these gnomes if we can. You know, we might try for a little bit. I don't know how long I'm going to try to get a new gnome, but I'll definitely try for a bit. But yeah. First things first, we have a new member, so everybody needs to pray. Please pray for Solzar. Solzar is now a sinner and one with the choir, so I need you to pray for them. They hit the link in the description, the blue join button, became a member, a sinner, one with the choir. It helps so much. It's dollars instead of pennies, and I really appreciate it. Shout out to Solzar, now a sinner. We had another member as well, but I'll shout them out tomorrow just to make it special. But yeah, let's start going over these patch notes. I just typed Gems of War patch notes into my Google bar. And I'm going to the 5.6 update, and I'm going to read these. Also, my spoiler video was off just a little bit. I get it from Terran's World, so it's not like I'm making up these spoilers or anything. It is what it is. I read it straight from Terran's World, so if it's wrong, it's not my fault. But yeah, just because the update came into the game, I guess they changed the weekend event to a vault event. So now we have, as you can see here on the screen, incoming vault. A new vault event is starting soon in 19 hours, 29 minutes. So, what up, David and El Saeed? How's it going? Hi, Sinny, UK calling. Have you recovered from yesterday's money drop? Nah, man, I still feel it. I still feel it. That was awesome. Let's get into these 5.6 update Gnome-a-palooza patch notes here. We have introduced a new special event, Gnome-a-palooza. One more thing, sorry, then we'll get started. Can't forget to do this. Gotta turn the live stream on, pretty much. Switch a switch. And there we go. Gnome-a-palooza is a timed event lasting 15 minutes. Gnome-a-palooza can be started by crafting in the Soul Forge after collecting 4 unique verses. So, in my hypothetical situations that I've been saying all week, I was saying that you have to get 4 of the same verse, but it's the opposite. You have to get 4 unique verses, so you need to find Cindy, Freddy, Hoagie, and Baz, and then you can combine all of their verses into the Gnome-a-palooza thing. So you got to get 1 of each, not 4 of 1. These verses are only dropped by the 4 members of the Gnome band Mana Surge: Cindy Savage Lips, Freddy Fret Fiddler, Hoagie Horn Buckler, and Baz Bone Beater. These gnomes will crash battles in a similar way to regular treasure gnomes. Each gnome will drop 1 of the 4 verses, so players will need to find and kill all 4 to get enough verses to craft Gnome-a-palooza. Once Gnome-a-palooza has started, a new music track will play for the duration of the event. Also, a timer will display on the world map showing the remaining time left for the Gnome-a-palooza event. While Gnome-a-palooza is active, 4 random gnomes will appear in all PvP quest, challenge, and explore battles. Also, While Gnome-a-palooza is active, all gold earned from battles is doubled. Gnome-a-palooza only applies to the person who crafts it, so it is not shared by anyone else. If you craft Gnome-a-palooza while Gnome-a-palooza is running, the time will stack. There's a known issue where the Gnome-a-palooza timer will not display if it runs for more than 1 hour. You'd have to craft 5 at once for this to occur, so not very likely. There's a known issue where the enemy hero is not replaced in PvP during Gnome-a-palooza. However, gnome rewards are still being given like normal, as if the hero was replaced. To ensure that the Mana Surge gnomes will always give a verse, they do not have a chance to give a vault key, even during vault events. Mana Surge gnomes will be added as a possible drop to Cedric and King Cedric's loot at weekly reset next week. This gives time for players to update their game to the 5.6 update. As part of the celebration for 5.6 release, we will be running a special Gnome Vault event for 4 days starting daily reset on Thursday, July 13th. Alright. Well, hopefully my game updated. Did you guys have to, like, specifically do an update? Man. I mean, I got the, incoming vault. Well, that would suck, because I'm already on live stream. I guess we'll see. Is there any way I can tell somehow? Yeah, so does it update automatically? Like here, I got Cindy Savage Lips is in my game, so I'm guessing that they're here. Like, they wouldn't be here if my game didn't update, I don't think. So, new heroic gems. We have added several new heroic gems in this update. Some of these will reveal in future campaigns or special events. Board reset. With the introduction of heroic gems, we wanted to prevent the rare case where the board gets locked up without any available moves. We have added a board reset to the puzzle game. If there are no available moves on the board will be completely cleared and refilled with new gems. All troops will also be completely mana drained, even if they are normally immune to mana drain, to prevent any spell combination that could cause a board to lock up in an endless loop. What does that mean? Board reset. With the introduction of heroic gems, we wanted to prevent the rare case where the board gets locked up without any available moves. We have added a board reset to the puzzle game. If there are no available moves on the board will be completely cleared and refilled with new gems. All troops will also be completely mana drained. That's the part I'm not understanding. Even if they are normally immune to mana drain, to prevent any spell combination that could cause the board to lock up in an endless loop. I don't understand. Board reset. What does that mean? New warbands. We have introduced two new warbands for you to try out. Dark Assassins and Poison Fangs. We will be removing 2 warbands, Armored Legion and Entangled Woods, as the new warbands will be replacing them. Armored Legion and Entangled Woods will return at a future time. To ensure that everyone has a chance to update their game, the new warbands will be released at daily reset on Thursday. This helps prevent the new content causing issues for players still on 5.5.1 version. Lycanthropy improvements. We have made some changes so that Lycanthropy should behave more like the spell transform effect. Lycanthropy will now have the level of the troop when it is transformed. We have changed the visual effect when Lycanthropy transforms a troop, as the previous version was causing confusion due to the similarities to Devour. We have added a new sound effect for Lycanthropy when a troop is inflicted with Lycanthropy and when Lycanthropy triggers on the loop. I just keep saying it different ways for fun. We have made changes so if a Valraven or random gnome is transformed, they will still give their rewards. We have made changes so if an enemy required for a campaign task is transformed, it will still count as a kill for the task. New achievements They have added 2 new achievements for this update. The Rolling Gnomes, craft a Gnome-a-palooza event, and Mic Drop, earn a verse from a Mana Surge band gnome. General. With gnomes causing mischief all over Crystara, they have caused the first time gem purchase bonus to be reset, allowing everyone to take advantage of it again. The skip button for campaign tasks should now display the gem cost on the button. Players will now be able to select and view pop-up help or information for different rewards on the Warband Booster Pack menu. We have made some changes to Uber Doomstorm so it has its correct graphic for while the storm is active, and adjust the chance of an Uber Doomskull appearing. We have added a new storm, Howl Storm, that will increase the chance of a Lycanthropy gem appearing while it is active. Like Uber Doomstorm, this storm can currently only be conjured by spells or traits that create a random storm. Bug fixes. Wow, there's a huge list of bug fixes. I'll try to read these fairly quickly. Most of you probably don't care. Doomskull damage was sometimes calculated incorrectly in complex gem matches. Create gem spells that target Doomskulls or Uber Doomskulls were just creating skulls. This is everything they fixed. Players were unable to equip a weapon card by dragging once the card is removed from the team by selecting the Remove button. New event medal graphics would have a display issue when they were equipped over an old event medal. The background for War Cache or War Horde in the daily deal did not fit correctly. Troops and advent calendars were not displaying in the Today's Offer reward section. Tiered offered stock would display as restored after purchasing all stock from one of the offers. This is like all their mistakes, guys. Total banners in the collection progress screen was not counting warband banners. Scroll arrows appeared when a filter was used and there were less than 11 results. On Switch, where teams with Doom troops could not be shared correctly. Issue where the gem cost for skipping a campaign task was not displaying on the task option menu. Issue where the player's equipped pet would go missing after the hero's spell is cast a second time or more. Issue where the total number of pets in the collection progress screen was incorrect. Issue where a player was unable to select a player profile in the leaderboard when using the controller for the first time. Issue where players kicked from a guild could still chat in the guild chat. Issue where the guild menu background would not display after completing a Guild Wars battle. Issue where Lycanthropy gem's power to inflict lycanthropy to a random troop would still trigger if the gem was removed. And assortment of smaller issues. Wow, they made a lot of mistakes then. I mean, it's cool that they fixed them all. I mean, give them the credit where credit's due for fixing all of these things. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 issues. All at the same time they had to fix. 17. 17 issues. So the main thing was Gnome-a-palooza's coming in right now. I mean, you could find a gnome right now. Some people probably already have triggered a Gnome-a-palooza. It's pretty hard, though. New heroic gems. Board reset, whatever board reset is. New warbands. 2 new warbands. You lost Entangled Woods and Armored Legion. Lycanthropy improvements. New achievements. General stuff like Howl Storm. And then a bunch of bug fixes. Alright, let's get to the chat now. And then we'll, let's get this game moving too here. We got SINNY Savage Lips. 12 purple yellow the Vault Gnome. Explode 4 gems boosted by gnome allies. There's a 30% chance to run away. Air Link. Greedy. Alert. Baz Bone Beater. 12 red yellow the Vault Gnome. Deal damage to an enemy boosted by gnome allies. There's a 30% chance to run away. Greedy, Alert, Frenzy. Hoagie. 12 brown yellow the Vault Gnome. Gain armor and attack boosted by gnome allies. There's a 30% chance to run away. Infernal Armor, Greedy, and Alert. And Freddy. 12 yellow blue the Vault Gnome. Create 3 skulls boosted by gnome allies. 30% chance to run away. Omen of Dark. So that's all the new troops. And these are the only troops I'm missing right now, by the way. They added 4 more that I'm missing now because of the gnomes, but I was only missing 8, so now I'm missing 12. Grab this. Alright, let me get to the chat now. 1 second. Just read what I'm not ignoring anyone. I was reading the patch notes, so I wanted to get that done as soon as possible. Remember to hit like, please. Would really help a lot. All right, let's see what everybody's saying here. Hello, David. Hello, El Saeed. Hello, Bobster. What up, Gidralis, Nathan, Matthew, Winnie, Dan Quayle, and Ginky. What up, Ginky? David says, hi, Sinny, UK calling. Have you recovered from yesterday's money drop? No, I still feel it. It was awesome. El Saeed says hi. Bob says hi. Gidralis says hi. Sinny, wow, another stream. That's because of you guys. I told $5 is all it takes. It can be cumulative. I'll even take like 2 new members. Like, that's only 4, but I'll still take it. Yeah, yesterday we got like $140 or something crazy. So we're definitely live streaming today. It only takes $5 to get me to live stream the next day. I'm cheap. I'm a cheapo. I'll take it. I'm a $2 one. A $5 one. Nathan says hi. Matthew says, yes, I did. Bobster says, press escape for settings menu. There's your version of the game, at least on PC. I think I hit options. Version number 5.6. Okay, good. So I'm good to go. So if you want to make sure, then look at the bottom there. It says invite code and then version number 5.6. And that'll tell you if you're on the right one or not. The settings menu. What up, Matthew? Winnie? Dan Quayle says, they already have board reset when there's no moves in a Gems of War. I know, so why are they trying to say it's something new? They said they're going to mana drain us now, Dan. That's weird. Ginky says, I'm awake at 4:30 in the morning again. Uh-oh. Remove is the only acceptable improve for Lycanthropy. Yep. The random gems will only be around for a couple more weeks. Good. The ref to ABBA is funny. I don't know what that means. Didn't hear gem matches not paying up being fixed. Hey, how's it going, Mike Weiss? Alright, let's get started here. We're going to try to find some of these gnomes. I might just do my regular stuff first and hope that a gnome pops up. But, yeah, I guess they're in the game now. Gnome-a-palooza is here, right? The only thing we don't know yet is, will the Gnome-a-palooza count towards pity keys? That's the main thing I'm concerned with. Is Gnome-a-palooza going to count towards pity keys? I think most people said that it will. Which we'll find out this weekend, so we only have to wait a couple of days to find out. But it would be cool to get one before the vault event, then trigger it during a vault event. That would be the only acceptable time to trigger it if it counts towards pity keys, right? Because you're going to get 4 gnomes every single battle for 15 minutes. And if you do that during a vault event, then all 4 gnomes will count towards your pity key, right? So if you only need 10 gnomes to get your next pity key, you only got to do 3 battles. And you got a vault key, guaranteed. And with the Ironhawk team, man, you can blow through so many Gnome-a-palooza gnomes in 15 minutes. I don't know how many exactly, but probably something like 100. You could probably get like 100 gnomes in 15 minutes with Ironhawk and Gnome-a-palooza. So whatever that is for pity keys, that's a lot. And we're going to probably see more keys flying out of the game this weekend than ever before. As long as somebody can get one before then, which I think it's going to be difficult. I think getting a verse is going to equate to getting an epic vault key or getting a Nisha medal. Like, that's what I think it will equate to. So if you're out there looking for verses and pulling your hair out, just think of it as an epic vault key. Thank you, DC United, for the gifts. Let's see. Let's do our dungeon. You got the shrunken head here, too. So make sure you get that done today. Let's go do our dungeon. Gotta get it done. Every single day. Get those diamonds. If you need mythics, do your dungeon. Get in a good guild. You get way more than you used to. You'll be surprised. We were talking about this yesterday. Or at least I was. That's when it changes for everybody. Before you get in a good guild, you're like, man, these mythics, I only got one, I'm never gonna get one. And after you get in a good guild, you're like, wow, now I can see. I'm gonna get one every so often, for sure. Phoenicia. Let's clear out these dungeons. I guess you could get a Gnome-a-palooza wherever, like a new gnome. But getting all 4 different Gnome-a-palooza gnomes, it's just the same as getting one of each. You know, like I was saying before the update that you would have to get 4 of the same gnome, which is not right. It's one of each, but it's pretty much the same thing as far as how hard it's going to be. Pretty much the same. You still have to get lucky and find one of each of the Mana Surge gnomes. Like, just getting any gnome to pop up isn't easy. And then you have to get lucky that it's that gnome that you need. And then you gotta do it again and get a different one. And then do it again and get a different one. And then do it again and get a different one. So, I don't know how many people are going to be firing off Gnome-a-paloozas before the vault event, but I think it's going to be like an epic vault key. You might get one every once in a while, except for you won't be disappointed once you get it. Like with the epic vault keys, every time I get one, I'm disappointed with the rewards that I get every single time. I don't know about you guys, but I haven't got a very good epic. I haven't got a very epic vault key. Apparently, Salty said it will count. Well, we'll have to see, because I'd rather hear it from anybody else. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Oh, yeah, I hope that's what I hear. Like, if I had to bet one way or the other, like, I've heard that it's going to count. I think that's crazy, but so you should definitely save them. So even if you get a Gnome-a-palooza, if you get lucky enough to get it, you're going to have to wait till the vault event to use it. Because if you use it at any other time, that's stupid. What do you guys think? Has anybody found one yet? Found any kind of verse? I'm sure somebody's found one. This is the first time I've played at all since the update. I didn't play last night. Yes, the pity key thing is confirmed by Salty, says Winnie, and Ginky. So that just makes vault events even more awesome. Hopefully they... I don't know. How often is a vault event? It's like once every 2 months or something like that. Once every 5 weeks at most. About to go to Terran's World and... When's the next one after this one? Weekly event spoilers. Just so I know somebody probably knows in the chat, like how often vault events are. Friday, August 13th is the next one after this, supposedly. So, we're getting one on pretty much a month in between. Almost exactly a month. So one a month, right? Something like that. Every 5 weeks, every month, something. Vault event. You got like a whole month to save up verses and just makes the vault event even better. If you can get them. Also want to check out, like, what's our next boss troop? I'm interested in that, too. I got 7 power orbs. And I want the next boss troop. I remember people, like, saving their power orbs and not crafting Enraged Kurandara just because they thought the next one was going to be good. But it's been so long, like, you might as well. I'm only missing 1 power orb, like, to get the next one. So it wasn't like Ooh, you should have saved. You should have saved your power orbs. Waited for that next one. I'm gonna get it anyway. If I have to wait, won't be very long. Let me go to new troop spoilers. Mythic, epic, ultra rare, epic, rare, legendary, mythic, rare, ultra rare. Does it count as a mythic, maybe? Astral Mother. The mythics I see are Hatir and Scroll. And then Astral Mother. And then Eulor. And then Arachnia. Those are all like the new the beginning of the month mythics though. There's no like, oh, here we go. Maybe this one? No, that's well, maybe. Fountain of Stars. I wonder if it's Fountain of Stars. October 4th. Bright Forest. Convert all green gems to purple potions, and all brown gems to skulls. Cleanse all Fey allies. Wonder if that's the boss troop, maybe. We got deeds and gems and glory in the adventure board. Make sure you do that today. All good. LC Saeed says, on Hoagie card, it says, gnoming me, gnoming you, reference to ABBA's song. Oh, okay. Ginky says, that's why they're giving us a 4-day vault event, I'm sure, so that we don't get too discouraged by not finding the new gnomes. Can you find the new ones in the vault event? Guess you can, right? Oh, no, I guess we're about to see. It starts tomorrow, then? The vault event? 16 hours. Yeah. So tomorrow-ish. There's a gnome. Hey, we got one. Here's our first gnome. Of course, it's a treasure gnome. You got a 1 in 11 chance. Well, it's really like a... I guess if you want to say... I mean, it's a 1 in 11 chance to get the certain gnome that you need. But at first, I guess it's more like a 50-50. Because of just getting any of the 4 compared to getting the other 7. Maybe it's like a 33, whatever it is. You got a 4 out of 11 chance, a 40% chance pretty much of seeing one of the new ones. U7 says, I barely get gnomes at all, still no epic key. Mike says, I got my first epic key last vault event, and I'm over level 1000. That's how I feel like the verses are going to be. But, I don't know. It's like a 40% chance, but you have to get a gnome first. Like, whatever percent chance it is to get a gnome. Then you got a 40% chance that it's going to be a mana surge gnome. And then, on top of that, like... You might need a specific verse at some point. So you can't just get any old Mana Surge gnome. And unless they're going to do it to where, like, if you get Hoagie, then Hoagie doesn't appear again until you get Freddy. And then Freddy doesn't appear again until you get, you know? If they do that, maybe. But I doubt it. They're all about making us grind and chase stuff that is really hard to get these days, so... Got our adventure board done, got our dungeon done. Let's go do this pet. Let's see how fast I can do this. Alright, let's start at the... I don't know. 30:15. 30:15. We'll try to speed run this thing. Here we go. 30:15. That way we can figure out how long it took me. The world record is like just under 2 minutes for a pet battle. We got the right guy. I think King Salinas is what you want to see. As far as the enemy. Oh, got her. Come on. Man, I just wasted like a precious millisecond. That would be a very good... that was lucky right there. Getting an extra turn on yellow. And I kind of wasted it. Oh, come on. Stop it. Oh, a bunch of extra turns. Yeah, sure. Whatever. Slightly over 30 seconds right now on our fourth battle. 45 seconds. Coming up on 45 seconds. Here's another extra turn. If I take it this way... Oh, yeah. Oh, come on. Whatever. There we go. Nice. Alright, we're coming up on the 1 minute mark at the fifth battle. Alright, 1 minute mark right there. Red extra turn, baby. We're getting a lot of extra turns. Ooh, nice. Come on. Might have to clip this one. Battle 6. 1 minute, 15 seconds. You gotta take mana here. You can't just do your leprechaun. Because you won't one-shot. Can't do that, can't do that. Come on, bro. There we go. Did I already have my Phoenicia? Oh no, I'm second-guessing myself. They're getting so many turns over there. See how I didn't one-shot, so now I got my leprechaun. There we go. Now we're coming up on the 2 minute mark. Battle 7, come on, baby. Man, I don't know how people get it done that fast. That's crazy. I don't think we're gonna get it. And I don't know why I took that. Come on, get up. Come on, girl. Dang. They keep getting extra turns and like all this other crap. Oh well. 2 minutes, 30 seconds right about now. Well, maybe I can do it under 3 minutes. Come on. Go with the extra turns. Give it to me. There we go. Cool. So I did it in 2 minutes and 48 seconds. Right now is the 3 minute mark right now. So it was like 2 minutes 48 seconds. Not too bad. I've done faster though. I've done 2 minutes and like 39 seconds or something before. And the world record is like 1 minute 59 seconds or something crazy. 2 shrunken heads. I need like a bunch. I need 26 more, but they give me 2. Cool. So we did the pet, we did adventure board, we did dungeons. Let me check on my world event, just make sure I'm doing my part here. Kim says, how did you update to 5.6 already? Sorry if you already mentioned. It just did it automatically for me, Kim. But if you it depends what you're on, I guess, what platform you're on and everything. Like on PS4, it did it automatically, but you could go into you could just hover over Gems of War and like hit, I think, options, and then you could check for an update if you want to make sure. As far as like other platforms go, I have no idea because I only play on PS4, but as far as PS4 goes, and it did it automatically for me. The only way it probably would not do it automatically is if you left the game on like all night. And even then, I think it would tell you that there's an update, like when you tried to play. As soon as it loaded, you might be able to get off like one battle, but then the game would load up and it would say there's an update, blah blah blah. Like I don't even know if you could play on the old update on PS4 at least. I don't know about like certain phones and whatnot, but let's see how I'm doing here. 13th. We're gonna grind some gnomes, but I just want to get some stuff done, like make sure I got everything done. Here's my no team from yesterday. Let's do like 4 battles of this, and then we'll do grinding for gnomes. It'll be very exciting. Strodium, so what have they ruined in this patch? Strodium says, knowing me, knowing you, Alan Pet Partridge is a legend. You can find them during Gnome-a-palooza. Okay. Or you mean during the vault? Trey says, only have a few minutes long enough to say hi and bye and drop a like. Thank you, Trey. Appreciate you. Look at that Reaper. Strodium, Gnome-a-palooza sounds like a Ted Cruz holiday destination. Tim says, yes, just got Crypt Keepers done. 15 total. Holy cow, man. You're almost halfway there. I'm not nowhere close. So I got like 5 done, I think. Maybe 6 or 7, max. You got twice as many done than me. Strodium, if you want a good Stonehammer team, just pairing him with Amarok, EOE, Sunspear for lots of devouring goodness. Kim says, on mobile, I had to manually update from the App Store. I think that's why they kept putting that little blurb in there, like, to give people time to update. We did this next week. I think that's because, like, on mobile, you actually have to, like, do something manually, like you said. Genki says they did screw up skull damage. They tried to fix it, but now it's taking out 2 troops at once in delves. Your team, not the enemy? Ooh. That's not good. No bueno. Did you see all the fixes they did? I mean, that's cool and everything, but that just shows how many mistakes they make, too. You know what I mean? Fixing all their mistakes, but that's how many mistakes there were in the game. We counted like 17 fixes they had to do. So there were 17 things wrong with this game. There's probably more than that. They just couldn't fix them. Happened to you twice? Oh, man. Yeah, the delves are, I think, harder now. Some people get lucky, and, you know, maybe you will transform a difficult level 500 delve troop into a beast, and you might get lucky, but most of the time it backfires on me. It'll transform something like my hero into a beast, some like crappy beast. But yeah, I don't think this is going to be easy getting gnomes. Gnome-a-palooza gnomes. Hopefully we see at least one during this live stream. We gotta devour. That's why we put our hero in first slot. Just in case. I like stealing their attack, just make it safer. This is the safe team for beginners. The no team. It's doing just fine, so I'm continuing to use it for a couple more battles. Then we'll go grind Ironhawk, which we'll be doing all weekend, so we're going to be grinding Ironhawk for like 4 or 5 days straight. So there is no invasion this weekend, like I said in the spoilers. That's what was up on Terran's World, so I didn't know on Sunday that we were going to have a vault event. I'm gonna take blue. I'm getting up next turn anyway. No point in taking brown. Let's do this. Ouch. That was my face. Alright. This world event done. Basilisk. There's a new community tab poll up. We put it up yesterday during the live stream. It's the last grouping for the classes. We're doing like a class tournament to find out which class we think is the best. And not just that, it's more like where they stand amongst all the classes, kind of. So we're not just going to find out like who's the best class. We're going to find out what people think as far as what the best class is, what the worst class is, like. And it's difficult. I was speaking with someone about it in the comments. It's not easy, because do you put something like, you know, I use Slayer. Slayer's a good example. Slayer versus Sentinel. Like, I hardly use Sentinel anymore, but it was very useful early in the game. And now, like, Slayer with Fireblade and Zul'Goth, that's amazing. So where do you rank those two in, like, an overall class ranking? If you're gonna do, like, the top 10 classes, where do you put, like, Slayer versus Sentinel? Like, I think you gotta put Sentinel ahead, but if it was my top 10 right now, and I was just going based on what I use right now, then I would probably put Slayer above Sentinel, because I use Slayer more often. Or even something like Stormcaller and Sunspear. You know, use those for storms and for particular teams. Yeah. But do you put those ahead of like Monk and Thief and Archer? And it's kind of hard. It's hard to make a ranking of the classes, just because some of them are useful at certain points in the game, and then they stop becoming as useful later on. And then, you know, who are we ranking them for? Are we ranking them for beginners? Are we ranking them for mid-tier players? Are we ranking them for end-game? Not easy. I'm going to do this just to get an extra turn and do it again. It's cool to have the brown storm and then also change it to green and then get my Ocularan back up. That's why I like this instead of like another random cleanup troop. Plus we can steal their attack and like be safe. Wow, we got hopefully a Devourer and also be safe. So far I'm liking this for the no. I think it's really safe. And you can loop a little bit. And they're easy to get. Like these, you can just go down in the underworld. Not even legendary. So instead of using something else, scatter damage or double damage, or you can steal their attack, make it so they don't crush you to death with skulls with this guy. And then you can maybe loop with this guy with your Dust Storm. Let's take purple. They tried it on me. Do I want to let them have skulls? Let's play it super safe here. No. Man, I don't really want to get hit that hard, but I guess I'm gonna have to. Unless I want to blow up the board, maybe. How many is there? 12? Of course there's 12. Let's just... Oh, we got a Devour, so that's fine. And then... Thrall, who had 13. That's an extra turn. Now we'll do Manacles again. And win! Hello, Vishal. How's it going? Strodium says my favorite class is chemistry. How long's it been since you were in chemistry, Tim? I was terrible at chemistry. It's a little bit embarrassing, but back in the day when I was like a junior in high school, I was like, you know, at some point in high school you discover that there are girls out there and you maybe don't study as much. You're busy going to some girl's house, your girlfriend or whatever, hopefully. So, discovered a few things in my junior year, so I actually failed chemistry. It was the only class I ever failed, but I failed chemistry, and I had to retake it in my senior year, and I got like an A+ the second year, because, you know, I'm not stupid. So I already had all that practice from junior year, even though I wasn't doing my homework. I would do good on the tests and everything, but I still failed somehow because I didn't do any homework, and I, like, didn't show up half the time and whatnot, and I was sleeping in class. And, so I had to retake it the next year, and I got, like, an A+. I was up there teaching the class to people, and the teacher would, like, let me sometimes. He's like, oh, you took this class last year. You already know what's going on. I think it was chemistry. It was either chemistry or biology or something like that. One of those science classes. Alright, how am I doing? My favorite class was probably history. Because it was so easy. I don't understand when people have trouble with history class. Or, you know, what's it called? Like, I don't know. History, basically. I mean, you know, the coach is teaching it. How hard can it be? The baseball coach is teaching it. All the answers are in the book. I think history is the easiest class. And there's some people I know in real life that they have trouble with it. But all you have to do is read the book, and the answers are all in there. And usually you got a baseball coach as your teacher. Like, how hard can it be, honestly? Like, or the gym teacher as your history teacher, you know? I always found that as the easiest. Okay, let's do some gnomes, I guess. Let's try to find some of these gnomes now. We'll get our Metals of Yasmin on so we can make greed more powerful. Wild Plains, I know you can clear in one shot, so you don't have to go to Wild Plains. You can go wherever you want. Just make sure you can clear it in one shot. You could also use Rowan for this, of course. Phoenicia if you want. Your soul farming team. No turns for you. Dust Devil, Ironhawk, Greed. Or whatever. You don't have to put it in any certain order. I'd recommend putting Dust Devil at the top. That's really all you need to do, I think. Yeah, let's do this. Try to find some of these new gnomes. Vishal says Gnome-a-palooza is at Thursday, right? I mean, you can find them right now. You can find them now. It's just not the vault event till tomorrow. I'm pretty sure they're in the game. Like, the troops are in there. If you go to your troops and you look at unowned, they're in there. Yeah, I don't think you can own the card yet, but you can find them in battles, I'm pretty sure. I hope so. But yeah, the reason, like, history, you can look it up in the book. As far as, like, math, if you're doing math, it's not always that simple. You can't just look it up. You can, but you might have to look up several different, like, chapters and stuff. Like, you need to know this kind of math to do this kind of math to do that kind of math. So you might have to go back, like, 3 months. If you missed a certain class in math, like, the difference between math and, like, history it's totally different. I feel like I can understand when somebody can't do math. Like, they were sick a week. They missed how to do a certain thing, and then that's part of the process of doing the thing later on. So now they're totally confused on how to do this formula or whatever, and it's because they missed something, some step in the process. And if you get that far behind, it's kind of hard to go up to the teacher and be like, hey, there's something I'm missing here. Like, you must have taught something a few weeks ago that I need to do before I do this. And I don't understand. I think math is probably one of the hardest, as far as, like, difficult math. Like, I'm pretty good at adding stuff up in my head and multiplying and all the simple stuff. Like I'm pretty good at that. Like if we go to like a restaurant and you need to give them change, I'm always like way faster than the person at the window, of course. They're there for a reason, probably. Strodium says the many uses of methylamine. Difficulty 1, explore with the Iron Hawk team. If you want to find gnomes, this is the way to go. I don't know if we're going to be finding any, though, because it's not even a vault event, so it's not like they're popping up with any frequency. It's just the normal once every 30 minutes type of deal here. Well, it's pretty much, I pretty much find a gnome like once every 30 minutes when I'm just doing normal stuff. So if I'm doing Ironhawk, then hopefully I find one every like 15 to 10 minutes at least. But I feel like normally in a normal day where I'm not trying to get gnomes, I feel like they pop up like once every 30 minutes or so. So while you're trying to get them, it's more like once every 15 minutes, 10 minutes if you're lucky. And then during a vault event, it's of course way better, like once every 5 minutes or something, but... Vishal says, my favorite class is botany. That's the study of plants, right? Is that true? What's botany? Botany. Botany, also called plant science, plant biology, or phytology, is the science of plant life and a branch of biology. A botanist, plant scientist, or phytologist is a scientist who specializes in this field. What are you growing? What you growing, bro? What you growing, Vishal? I don't want to say anything because I know you're in a different country. I'm just kidding. If you're in America, if you're over here, in certain states, I don't even know though. Can you actually grow it, like in California? I think you have to get a medical card, and I don't know that I think you can grow a certain amount, but you can't like make a giant cornfield of it. Vishal, is that college humor? That's why we have botanical gardens, Sinny, says Steve. Vishal likes this team's swag. Not sure if you're talking about this one or the World Event team. But I like both of them. Sometimes I get behind in the chat, so I look stupid. Like, I'll rewatch my live stream, and somebody will say something, and I'll be totally confused by it, because, you know how it is. There's a slight delay, first of all. Second of all, I get into the game, so I don't read the chat right away. Then I go back, and I try to read the chat, and you guys said something like 5 minutes ago, based off of something I said 5 minutes ago. So then I look like an idiot, because you're just, like, responding to something I said, and I forget that I said it. Oh well. It is what it is. Everybody knows how it is. It's live streams. Sometimes you're gonna look like a dummy because you don't know it. You forget something you said. What up, Dr. Mop? How's it going? The Shao says, no, not like that, but you can take that way if my choice was zoology. Zoology. That'd be a cool job. You study the zoo. I like the zoo. I went to the zoo, like, last year. Or no, I think it was before the thingy. Might have been 2 years ago, because I don't think it was during the C word. We went, and it was either like the beginning or the end of the season, and I think it was even raining a little bit, so there's like almost nobody there. It was awesome. Not a big fan of going to places with a bunch of people, because I don't get along with a lot of people. Most people get on my nerves, unfortunately, in real life, except for you guys. Of course, except for you guys, yeah. But in real life, where I live, like I feel if I moved somewhere else, I might do better. I'm just not a big fan of this area of the world. Said it many times, but I swear, like, 9 out of 10 people around here just drive down the middle of the street like nobody else exists. They'll take a corner right in the middle of the street, and then you're coming around the other side of that corner. Like, what the heck? Somebody driving down the middle of the road. Like, why is there 2 lanes? You're just gonna drive down the middle. And then they back out of their parking spots. Like, they don't even look. They just back out. They're like hoping you hit their car, probably. So they have a piece of crap. Not that I have anything special, but people around here are like hoping that you hit them. Maybe they can put on a neck brace and like get some money to sit at home and do nothing. That's how people are around here. A bunch of slip and fall experts that don't think anybody else exists except for them. Oh, you're talking to Tim? Okay. Tim says, I failed it all, went to vocational school for electronics. That's smart. I wish I could go back in time and go to vocational school. I just got my high school diploma. I would rather go to vocational school. I think that's smart. Especially if you're not going to go to college to be a lawyer or a doctor or a, you know? If you're not specifically going to college to be something awesome, I think vocational school is a good way to go for like at least half of everybody. More people should go to that. I don't know why. I guess when you're in the moment in high school and somebody brings it up, I feel like most high schoolers are like, well, I don't want to leave my, like, I'm used to being at this school. I'm used to being with these people. I'm used to the routine. I got friends here. Why would I want to go move to a different school? I think that's how most people feel, like, while they're in the moment. But if I could go back in time, I would definitely go to vocational school for something specific. I don't know what, but I would figure it out. That or I would try to be a lawyer or something. I like to argue with people. So go back and forget about the girls, Sinny. Worrying about girls so much. So I tell anybody that asks, that's a younger male, if they want advice from me, it's always gonna be there, man. You don't have to get it right now. It's always gonna be there. Don't worry about it. That's all they're worried about. If you see a teenage boy, all they care about is girls. And like I try to say, don't worry about it, man. Who cares? You don't have to do it. Just because everybody else is doing it, you don't have to. You'll be just fine in your mid-20s then you can do it. Or your early 30s or whatever. You ain't gotta knock it out at 15 or 16 or 17 or 18 or 19. You don't have to. It's not the only thing in the world, basically. It's like back then you think that's the only thing in the world and you gotta get it. That's how I was anyway. Vishal says, I feel comfortable with botany than zoology. Okay. History's only problem is year date. Well, usually, like, they got you on a certain chapter, and all you gotta do is read that chapter, and you're good. I just think people that are lazy are bad at history. Because you don't have to, like, do some crazy formula in your head and be, like, super smart. All you gotta do is look in the book for the answer. You don't even really even have to read the chapter. You can just look for the answer. It's pretty much like having the answers right next to you. I guess you have to, like, remember. Like, sometimes even... I feel like in history class, sometimes they would even let you use your book. You remember that? Like, half the time they let you use your book during the test. Like, that's how much they care. Because they know that's not something in the future that you're gonna be... You're not gonna be using history in your day-to-day. Most likely not. Like, it's nice to know that, whatever, this guy was president, or Columbus sailed the ocean blue, and the name of the boats were this and that, but you're gonna use that when you're an accountant, or a lawyer, or working at McDonald's, or... Probably not, so... Same with, like, math these days. You could just use a calculator or your phone for a lot of stuff, but it's definitely hard, because I've tried doing some high school math, and I forgot a lot of it. You can almost look everything up, though, on the internet. Like, if I had homework, if you're in high school and you have homework, why wouldn't you just type all of it into Google? I think you could get like 90% of your homework done by typing stuff into Google these days. I'm gonna call this live stream These Days. Vishal says they ask 10 questions with years out of 40 questions. I mean, yeah, but usually they let you look in the book. So... John says, hi, Sinny and everyone on the stream, out in the garden listening to the live stream. John's doing botany. We were just talking about that. You're doing some botany. So we've seen like 3 gnomes so far, maybe? No mana surge gnomes, though. Strodium says, depends what history, though. Is it the one where Columbo was a pioneer, or the right one where he was a slave driver? Yeah, it's like history's written by the winners, or whatever. The people that win the war get to write the history. So it's gotta interpret it. John says the new warband teams will be available on Monday. Sorry if I'm way behind in the chat. I'm just trying to pace myself, because I don't know how interesting these Explorer difficulty ones are going to be, so... Kind of pacing myself in the chat here, so we have something to talk about. I'm just going to be casting Greed and Dust Devil over and over again. This is definitely not my funnest thing to do in the game. I'm not a big grinder. I like to be smart about things, like save my gems, be patient, do the right things every day, but I'm not a huge grinder. I can get into the mood every once in a while and stuff, but you won't find me grinding out every single day on Gems of War. Yeah, so I think the old warband's still available right now. Let's go see. Because I still need one of them, but I need 5 warband coins, and I can't get them because you got to pay for them, like real money. Where do you even see that? Shop? Okay, Armored Legion and Entangled Woods. Those are the 2 we're going to lose. They'll be back eventually, but they're getting replaced with 2 new ones. So if you want to get them, now's the time. I got Armored Legion just to get one, because I had 95 warband coins for free. I don't know if I missed any or whatnot. I think you can get them sometimes for like arena offers, maybe, if you're lucky. I don't know though. But yeah, Entangled Woods, I guess I'm gonna miss out on this one. Double yellow, double green, yellow, something. I can't even tell. Is that minus brown or minus purple? So I guess I'm gonna miss one because I'm not paying. But you still have till Monday if you want to get those. There's not been very many times where I've been like, oh, I wish I had that banner. Every once in a while, like, maybe. I've used the Armor Legion banner a few times, actually. Vishal says our Indian history is big because it took 90 years, of course, for our independence, so they stick us with lots of dates. I know, a lot of people out there think history's hard, I understand, but I think it's easy. If I could take any class, and if I had to get an A in any class from back then, I would probably choose history. Like I said, at least half of the time they'll let you use your book. And they probably you just did homework. The test is never harder than the homework. If I remember correctly, they'll like start the week, you'll do a certain chapter, you'll read the chapter, then you'll do homework on the chapter all week, and then you'll take a test or something. And half the time it's open book. The other half of the time you just did homework all week. Like, you should remember. Exactly, Strodium. I think that's why I didn't want to do history. You'd rather do math, though? Come on. Would you rather do, like, algebra or geometry? I would definitely rather do history than, like, geometry. Algebra and geometry. Trigonometry, is that something? Is that a name of a math? You know, acute angles and obtuse angles? A parallelogram? Strodium, what warbands are we losing? The Tangled is the best for HKI team. Yeah, Tangled Woods and Armored Legion. Vishal says, okay guys, I will go to practice driving the car, so peace out. I've liked the stream, so please everyone in the chat, like the stream. Thank you, Vishal. The only war nads that I got hot free anyway. You said war nads. Guess what, Dr. Mop? I'm putting out the new Sekiro later today. I know you've been looking for. You're one of the few that's looking forward to it. It's pretty good too. I get my butt kicked. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I like when that happens to people. Like, I'm watching their video of a game that I love. I hope that they lose every once in a while. I don't want my game to look like cake. Somebody just stomping all over it. I play Dark Souls and Sekiro for a reason, because it's difficult. So if I'm watching a person play it and they're just stomping all over it, I'd rather see them die every once in a while so I can be like, yeah, that's what's up. So yeah, I get my butt kicked a couple times in the newest one. I did in the one that's up right now, the newest one. I got killed. But in the one that's coming out later today, it's even worse. I have to fight this boss. He's like a white samurai ninja spearman dude. I sneak up on them and death blow them, but then I try to like cheese them and like make them forget about me, and then ooh, I got one, guys. Look, Freddy Fret Fiddler. So that took an hour and 10 minutes. Freddy Fret Fiddler. Here we go. Got one. Why did that pop up on the screen? Did you guys see that? That was weird. Steve says that's why we have botanical gardens. Strodium, those are the two I have on my mobile account. Only got tangled on Xbone account. Vishal says, it's like my biology is divided into botany and zoology. World event team, okay. Ginky says, every household can have 2 plants for personal use. You have 0 plants. Vishal says, thing is, chat is on super speed. Well, I'm going to catch up right now. But you get along 6K guys in YouTube, huh? Jay Davis, hello all. Just came into the live stream. What have I missed so far? And what, pray tell, is Gnome-a-palooza? Gnome-a-palooza is 4 new gnomes that appear, and they drop verses. And if you get one of each verse from one of each gnome, you can combine them in the Soul Forge and make a Gnome-a-palooza, which for the next 15 minutes, all that you'll see is gnomes in every single battle. And it's a real-time timer, so you can't pause or like. You want to like make sure you have 15 minutes to be doing it, blowing through Explore difficulty 1, and you probably want to make sure it's a vault event too, because supposedly it counts towards pity keys. But basically, it introduced these verses that I just got one of here. But I need to get it from the other 3 gnomes. I need to get one of the other ones. So I gotta find Hoagie and whatever their names are, the other 3. So I got one so far though. 4.5K. Yeah, I wish I had 6K. Steve says, have I got any of the song scrolls yet? I just got one. Mike says, well, I just got 3 different gnomes and 4 matches. Wow. Rain Man, what up, Rain Man? Did you find one of the new ones, Mike? Jay Davis says, what platform? I'm on PS4. Rain Man is on Switch. He says, Morning World. Mike says, not yet. Vishal, Dr. Mop, it's always gonna be there, right? Sinny behind in chat, yep. Doug, Sinny, did you get the sun yet? Was wondering if it's useful. No, I haven't got the sun yet. I've been trying. I think it's in the vault, right? I haven't been able to get it yet. Rain Man, anyone notice regular skulls are doing twice the normal damage, even taking out 1 to 2 troops at once? Yeah, I think Ginky said something about that. Like in the Delves, it was creaming 2 of her troops in a row or something. U7 says, American history changes too much to remember. You only have to get it right at that time, though. You don't have to, like, keep getting it right. If so, about skull damage is double, that is good. Yeah, Genki, it happened to Genki twice. Strodium, technically there has only been 44 presidents as Grover Cleveland skipped a season and was re-elected. Oh. Well, whatever it is at the time is what you write down in the answer. Genki says, not when those skulls are taking out your troops only. Vishal says, 4 is not even a single open book test is conducted. Oh, really? Yeah, here in America, like, our history, it's taught by, like, the baseball coach, and they let you keep your book open and everything, like it's easy. Rayman, hey, it's just regular skulls that are doing double damage or more. Not supposed to be that way. Devs did fix Doom Skull damage, though. Good morning, Christo. How's it going? Good morning, Sick. Nathan says, I've been trying to get an Epic Vault Key, but my wife don't play as much, and bam, Epic Vault Key. So did your wife get one? I wish I had somebody else that would play the game for me. I tried. Like, back in the day, I tried. Tried to get one of the kids to play, or my fiance to play, but they played a little bit. Like, I got her to play, like, a treasure map once or twice. Like, even if they would just play treasure maps, that would be fine. I'd be at least getting something while I can't play. Wish I could get them into playing treasure maps or explore difficulty 1 or something. Like, how hard could this... Yeah, hit 2 buttons. Rayman says, that's right, only happens to your team, not CPU. Well, that's stupid. Ginky says, you can get the war coins from daily deals or from arena deals. Yeah, arena is the only spot that I think... As long as you don't have to pay real money, like, I would probably... If I ever see a war coin and it's not for real money, I'm probably going to grab it because they're so hard to get for free to play. Double green, yellow minus purple for the Stormcaller HKI combo with EOE, Thrall, and Bogstrider at the front. Yeah, I've used it. I've been using that Armored Legion. John says, I can't even find a Gnome-a-palooza in the garden. Mike says, I'm totally into math and physics. Ginky says, going to try to get some sleep. Later, Ginky. Thank you for joining us today. Appreciate you. Dr. Mop, I found some raspberries in the garden. The birds are replanting them. Rainman says, Sinny high school math courses as of 2021. Yeah, those are rough. Dr. Mop says, yay, Sekiro, I can't wait. Finished episode 5 last night. Yeah, I got 6 coming out today. I probably should be EverQuest, but I was itching to play Sekiro some more. Rainman says, Algebra 1, Geometry, Algebra 2, Trigonometry, Pre-Calculus, and Calculus. See, I'd definitely rather do history with the baseball coach than trigonometry. Fret Fiddler, yeah. Well, now I know how far behind I am. John says, well done, it's mine punched out of my front garden. Yeah, thank you, Ginky. Alright, I'm almost caught up, so don't worry. You meant pinched. You're punching stuff out in your garden? I thought gardening was supposed to be, like, relaxing. You're out there punching stuff out. That's reserved for the person on the back of the train on the caboose. Punching out hobos. Can we find the Gnome-a-palooza gnomes in the vault? I don't think so, right? Of all the questions I've asked, I think that's the one that, probably isn't true, right? They're definitely not there right now. I think it's Monday. You can't find them till Monday. So they do count towards pity keys. We'll find that out tomorrow for sure, though. You can use it during the vault event. And you probably should. Are they in the vault, though? I don't think so, not right now. I do need the sun. Maybe I should use all my vault keys now. And try to get the sun before they put a bunch of other trash in there. There's already so much stuff in the vault. I would hate to be a new player right now, trying to get, like, Cedric and everything out of the vault. Heart of Rage. The sun. I don't know. What up, Reynaldo? Winnie. The sun is in the vault. Thank you, Rain Man. I see Explore 1 is the place to grind this week for new gnomes. 4-day vault event this week. Yep. Definitely. Just to get the battles done quickly. You can always kill 2 birds with 1 stone, though, if you want. It just makes it slightly slower. You don't have to have 2 Iron Hawks. Could be using Rowan. I might even do it, you know? Like, I still need to level up a bunch of classes. But maybe not this vault, just because the Gnome-a-palooza is new and everything, so the main thing I should be doing is looking for them. So this team can get in, like, an extra battle every 5 minutes or 2. You know what I mean? Eventually, I think I'm going to switch from the Ironhawk team to the Rowan team, like, one day. I mean, I could use Ironhawk for the classes, leveling up classes. There's a way to do it. And I still don't know if it's faster or not. I need to test that. But that's something, just like treasure multiplier order, like, I need to test. I need to test a couple things, and I just never do. Never find the time. Maybe we can test it right now. While we're on live stream. Something to do. Like, how many battles can we get done in, like, a minute here with, Hold on a second. Let's try to make this a class experience team. How do you do it? I think you gotta put phylactery on your team. And then... Dust Devil... I think 2 Dust Devils. I'm trying to make this a classic... Also get class experience. It'll take a whole nother turn. Dust Devil... I just replaced a Dust Devil with a, oops. Is this how it works? Now I'd go to a class I need to level. I'm on 95 with Dragon Guard. That's pretty close to maybe Fire Blade or something. Equip Dragon Guard. Banner. I don't know if the banner matters. Double yellow brown. I think this is it, right? I don't know. Let me try. Let me see. I might have it slightly wonky. It's just a guaranteed 2-turn. You know how Rowan isn't 99% of the time. Rowan's a guaranteed 2-turn, right? This is 100%. So, what's faster? And we're getting class experience right now. So we'll have to time it here in a second once I get the hang of it. Then we'll switch to Rowan. We'll see which one gets more. What kills faster. I need to not worry about the board. So we're getting class experience, right? Dragon Guard. Alright, at the next top of the next minute, we'll time it. I don't know for how long, though. Like a minute. See how many battles we can do. And then we'll try, Rowan. And see which one gets faster for farming class experience. Only reason I think this is faster is because it's a guaranteed 2-turn instead of a 99% 2-turn. So they're probably about the same, actually. Alright, at the top of the minute here, we'll hit 2 battle, and then we'll time how many we can do in a minute. Alright, so it was 24. When it hits 25... I should probably do longer than a minute, but for this first... We'll just do a minute for the first time. Alright, so 1... I don't know that we're going to be able to tell a difference in 1 minute, but... You can always, try 2 minutes or 5 minutes. 2 battles in 30 seconds. 3. Uh-oh. 4. Looks like 4 battles a minute. Looks like 1 second left over. So 4 battles in a minute. I don't think we're gonna be able to tell just by 1 minute, but we'll do like 5 minutes next. We got 4 done with that team. Sometimes you can get an extra turn off that first explosion there, though. Oh, I forgot to look at what time it was. All right, hold on here. We'll go at 40. All right, so the next 40 is when we'll end. So 1. Ah, stupid boss chest. Ah, and I screwed up. We could probably still get 4 done, though. Come on. Maybe not. That was my fault, though. That was my fault on that one. So if I don't get 4, it's probably the same. Ooh, that was faster. Got that extra turn. You can't get that with the other team. It might be about the same. Even with that little hiccup, still gonna get 4 done. That was 4 also. We need to do like 5 minutes though. Also double gold this event as well per match notes. Double gold per like Gnome-a-palooza. I don't know if it's double gold during the vault event, but if you start a Gnome-a-palooza, then it's double gold during that 15 minutes. Yeah, that's awesome. So you get a gnome. Every single enemy that you face during the 15 minutes is a gnome, which is already amazing. Especially if you do it during a vault event, it counts towards your pity keys also. And then you also get double gold for every battle during that 15 minutes too. I just do difficulty 1 Explorer with the Ironhawk team. There's like not a real reason to do it in I don't know. I can do it. I do it in 1. Like I don't really even care about doing it in 2 or 3. Beg for mercy. Hi, Sinny. I think there's double souls also. Seems like I'm getting 15 per battle. Before it was 8. Too bad they do not add Ironhawk into Soulforge as a special guest this week. Yeah. John says, dang, I thought I'd found one, but it was Brian the snail from the Magic Roundabout moving home. What? You got a million bajillion Gnome-a-paloozas, Frank? That's amazing. Alright, let's do like 5 minutes with this team. I'm trying to compare like Rowan team versus I need to change my class too. Trying to compare Rowan versus Ironhawk for class experience right now, just while we farm gnomes, you know. Where is Dragon Guard, dummy? And then banner, I gotta fix my banner. And I need Medals of Guard, probably. Grab my tribute too while we're at it. How many gems? 14 gems and a high 5. All right. All right, we'll start at the 30. Or no, let's start at 1 minute and 30 seconds. That way it's easy. And we'll go to 1 minute 35. Or 1 hour 35. Then that'll be 5 minutes with the Rowan team. I'll try to count how many battles we do, and then we'll do the Ironhawk class experience team. I think with Rowan, you have a chance at extra turns if your explosion happens right. But then with the Dust Devil Ironhawk team, you got a guaranteed two turn, while Sometimes Rowan, like your leprechaun won't get up your Rowan or something weird, like every once in a while. Alright, one. There's probably almost no difference. Two. But it's another option at least. More bougie option, unfortunately, but. Three. Four. That's 4 in a minute. The only thing that's gonna separate them is like those extra seconds at the end of the minute. That might add up. See right there, look at that. Didn't get Rowan up, right? See, that happens every once in a while. Now what? I can't match blue, I can't match green. Brown. There we go. I already lost count, dang it. I don't know, you see what I mean? Every once in a while that will happen. Like, I wonder how many times that happens during, like, 5 minutes. There's a gnome. Not one that we need, though. It's gonna get harder and harder to get the one that we need. Right now, it's 3. There's 3 of them that we would like to see. But, it's just gonna get harder and harder to get the right one. Now I'm just counting how many times Rowan doesn't get up right away in 5 minutes, because I already lost count, but I think that's worthwhile, too. It's just 1 time so far. I guess you could fix that kind of with like the right storm or whatever, but the point of leveling classes is we're not gonna like make the perfect class for Rowan. You're trying to level up whatever class you want to level up. But if it only happens 1 time during 5 minutes, then I don't know. Up 2 times. You see what I mean? Rowan. It happened again. So I had to cast Leprechaun, then I had to take mana, then I had to cast Rowan. That's 3 turns. It happened twice so far. With the Dust Devil Ironhawk team, it's 2 turns no matter what happens. You don't have to take any mana, you don't have to wait, you don't have to hope the explosion happens correctly. But then that happens sometimes too, so that just made up for one of those times probably. So that also happens, where you'll cast your Leprechaun and you'll get an extra turn and your Rowan will get up and then it's a 1 turn. Or like this. So that almost removes those 2 times that Rowan didn't get up. That just made up for it on those 2. So it almost equals out. Figuring stuff out. I wonder if it'll happen again or not. We only got 40 seconds left. So I would say they're like almost exactly the same speed. It's just the Ironhawk one is a little bit, I guess would be safer. And more bougie at the same time. If you want to get a certain amount and know that that's how many you're going to get, it would be Ironhawk. If you want to try to go, hope for everything to go right, be Rowan. But yeah, so the thing that I was trying, Rowan didn't get up twice during those 5 minutes. I cast Leprechaun, it didn't get Rowan up. I had to take mana and then cast Rowan, so that was 3 turns. So 2 times, Rowan needed 3 turns. But two other times, it only needed 1 turn. So it kind of evened out there. It's kind of weird. With this one, it's going to be 2 turns every single time, no matter what. But same thing, same doggy, because of the 2 times that Rowan got up in 1 turn. So this will never take 3 turns, but it will probably never take 1 turn either. I don't know, I could see this being like 1 battle faster over 60 minutes, maybe. Which no one probably cares about. With Ironhawk, you can get resources, farming souls. Rowan may be quicker, but just give Leprechaun gold. Strodium Wolf, set of Gnome-a-thon, and do level 500 delve. That would be a thing. Oh, can you? Nah, it don't happen in the delves. They specifically said like PvP, challenges, and explore. They didn't mention delves. Yeah, that'd be cool. Looks like you're waiting for the medals. Do you really need the medals? Not sure what you mean. Looks like waiting for traits too. Not sure what you mean there. You don't have 3 niches? Yeah, I have 3 niches. Why would we use them though? What's the 3 niches for? I have 3 niches, but why? This team doesn't use Nisha, neither does Rowan. Nothing we've used today uses Nisha. Reynaldo can't even get 1 Nisha. And what up, Animus Leonis? How's it going? Jay Davis, is there a certain kingdom to explore that drops gnomes more than others, or it really doesn't matter? It doesn't matter. You just want to find a... The main thing is just make sure you can clear it in 1 shot. And then the secondary thing is trait stones that you need. But no, it doesn't... You're not going to find more gnomes in Wild Plains. You're not going to find more gnomes in Karakoth. It's all the same. It's just how many battles you do. It doesn't matter where. So you're just trying to kill as many enemies as fast as possible. You could do like difficulty 2. As long as you can clear in 1 shot, like you could move up to the difficulty to like 2 or... There's another gnome. Unfortunately, we've only seen 1 of the new gnomes. I still need 3 specific new gnomes. Which I didn't come into this live stream thinking I was gonna get a Gnome-a-palooza. Don't even, like, if you could play all day today and you might not get a Gnome-a-palooza, so don't think, it's more like getting an epic vault key. And even, I think you could get an epic vault key before you get a Gnome-a-palooza, because an epic vault key, you just need 1 thing to pop up and you got it. With the Gnome-a-palooza, you need 4, like 4 epic vault keys to pop up. I don't know. Animus says, nah, but Sinny is always talking about how in-game this account is. What kingdom has the weakest armor life stats? Yeah, I think Wild Plains one of the lowest. No, I have 4 Nisha medals, man. How much money do you spend on the game, Animus? How much money have you spent on the game? Right there. See? 3. And I have 2 more. You want some? You need some, bro? I got 2 more tokens, I mean. badge of Nisha. I just need one more token, and then no, I need like 4 more tokens to get another Nisha. But I've had more than 3. I think I used it on something. But yeah, and that's with $0 spent on the game. $0. Not even 1 red cent spent on the game. Yes, I have 3 Nisha medals for the teams that we don't need them for, Smarty Pants. Yeah, let me use my 3 Nisha medals on my Ironhawk team or my Rowan team. Getting class experience when I should be probably not. But yeah, I mean, I need to get all my classes to 100 eventually, but is now the time to do it? I don't know. Especially looking for gnomes. I might switch back. Usually, okay. You don't have 3 Nishas. Nah, but Sinny is always talking about how in-game his account is. Yeah, why are you bringing it up, though? There's no reason. I'm always talking about how in-game my account is. Why are you mad? You're the one that said that. Yeah, you're not coming off sideways at all, man. You're just totally being a nice person, asking an innocent question, right? Oh, you spent 20 bucks on the game? Okay. He spent $20 on the game, guys. Alright, yeah, I can always just mute him anyway, it don't matter. He's acting all innocent, like he wasn't trying to be an a-hole. Then wondering why I'm coming back like I'm coming back, when that wasn't an innocent question the way he said it. Acting like his account's all in-game, but he don't have 3 Nisha medals. That's pretty much what you said. He don't even have 3 Nisha medals, but he's always how high-end his account is. That's what you said, dude. That's the fucking truth. Educational purposes. DSCH, is the update already up on Xbox? I think so, yeah. I think it's up on everything. Frank Moses, it takes over 8,000 to get to VIP level 20. Holy crap. Yeah, I think somebody said it costs like, I don't know how much to get the free arena battle. The free win, literally the pay to win. Where you literally buy a win in the arena. I think that costs like 60 bucks or something at least. Where are my 3 guard medals? I don't know. I don't have them. I'm always talking about how high-end my account is. Just my glasses and, technically, where's your 3 Nisha medals, sir? You're always talking about how high-end your account is, sir. Meanwhile, he's got crutches. Using his crutches is $20. He's using crutches over there while he's trying to point out somebody else. Oh, you don't have 3 Nisha medals. While he's trying to, he's got crutches. He's like in one of those little amigos. He probably goes through the store. You know, he gets one of those little amigos where he's got to drive around in the store. He can't even walk in the store. And then he's probably like making fun of other people in the store. Like, look at that guy. That guy don't even buy Mountain Dew. What's his problem? While he's in an Amigo. Not even walking. Getting help, getting carried. And the funny thing is, I have 3 Nisha medals, so he's wrong anyway. How would it feel to like try to come in and downplay somebody's account and then I have them anyway. Like, I do have 3 initial medals. So, he was wrong, and he was trying to be an a-hole, while being wrong. So he probably feels stupid. I would feel like the big R word. I'd feel really stupid if I was that guy. To be so wrong about something. Man. With his crutches on. His amigo. It's $20. And he probably spent way more than 20. You know he's lying. Why would he lie? I can show you that I got 3 initial medals. We don't know this guy from a can of paint. He probably spent $200. Why would you say 20 if you spent 200? Like, why would you say 200 if you spent 200? You would say something like 15 to 20. So he probably really spent like $200. Like when, you know, somebody asks your weight or whatever, everybody lies a little bit, you know? Same thing with how much money you've spent on the game. You say, oh, how much do you weigh? Oh, you know, like 199. When really I probably weigh like 225 or something, you know? You just say somewhere in the ballpark, but you give yourself some slack and say it's a little bit lower. Or your age, you know? If you're like 80 years old, you say you're 75. When it doesn't matter and it's a bunch of random people on the internet, like, why not give yourself, you know, a little bit. A little white lie. Why not? You know? How much do you weigh, everybody on the internet? Oh, you know, you're going to give yourself like 5 or 10 pounds, you know? You're not going to say exactly what you weigh. If you weigh 300 pounds, you're probably going to say you weigh 275. Everybody knows that's the truth. So this guy saying he probably spent 15 to 20, that probably means he spent at least like 50. $50. You love my nerd voice? That's what I hear when somebody's doing that. People still trying to throw shade or like say I'm not as good as I am. When I let you guys pick my arena team, during arena, you guys picked the worst team you could and I still won. And I've never spent a cent on this game either. I think that proved that I'm decent. I definitely have 3 initial medals. That'd be like, I don't know, as if I only had like half the mythics or something. Oh, we just got silenced. That's the first time Dust Devil, something happened. Ooh, that's interesting. That is interesting. That's what I was trying to figure out here. So that's kind of cool. I never thought of that. Like, what if your Dust Devil gets silenced? Like, how often is that really going to happen? But same thing with like Rowan not getting up from Leprechaun. Like, it only happened twice in 5 minutes. I mean, this has been longer than 5 minutes, but I guess that could happen every once in a while. Your Dust Devil could get silenced or something. No, I'm not saying spending money is a bad thing. It's just when people are challenging me. That's my go-to, I guess. Just because I've spent 0, like, it's something I can say. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm not trying to say if you spent money you're... I hate this topic. So let's just move on. I brought it up. You should spend money on the game. But when people are challenging me and they're wrong, then that's my go-to. So I'm sorry, but that's my argument. Whenever somebody's challenging me, and usually it's, yeah, how much have you spent? How much money have you spent? Rain Man says, getting Nisha tokens are a chess man's game, patience and time. Bobster says, how can I increase magic damage on Dust Devil? Got 5 magic plus 5 damage. You got 27 magic? I mean, he always does the same amount of damage, doesn't he? Hold on. He does 5 damage to all enemies, like, no matter what. It doesn't matter how much magic you got. The whole reason he's doing more, I think, is because of the Ironhawks doing the extra 5 damage to all enemies when an ally casts a spell. I don't know. I'm not the mechanic man. Definitely not the mechanic man. I don't know. Let's see here. See, I'm doing 5 damage. You see that? He always does 5. The only reason I'm doing more damage is because of artillery support. I'm dealing 5 damage to all enemies when an ally casts a spell. So every time the Dust Devil casts, we also get that. So it looks like I'm doing like 10 or whatever. Rain Man says getting Nisha tokens are a chess man's game, patience and time. Yeah, it's like a fixed amount. But what about magic? Sinny got 27 magic, I got 5 only. Yeah, but for this troop in particular, it doesn't matter. It does matter for a lot of other troops. The way you can tell is if the number is in purple. Hold on, let me see. Right there, you see how that 50 souls is in purple? That means it's boosted by something, like a stat. But if you see the Dust Devil, it's not in purple, so it's going to be the same for everybody. The only reason I'm doing more than you would do, probably, is the artillery support trait on my Mythic. That's doing 5 damage to all enemies when an ally casts a spell. Reynaldo says Kingdom levels 10, 15, and 20. Power levels 5, 10, and 15. Yeah, I think that's right. Bobster, I got all Kingdom at level 10. That's a good start, man. Dr. Mop says don't mess with the Sinny. Bobster says power levels probably. Yeah, go check out those Kingdom level and power videos. Go check out the how to get stats video, beginner videos. I think I've already said this. I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself. But when you're Bobster, aren't you like level 300 or 400 or 500 or something like that? Like, you don't try to do too much too like early. Don't like I've been playing this game for almost 5 years probably. So sometimes the things that I'm doing, you're not going to be doing. And you shouldn't worry about it, honestly. Like using an Iron Hawk, you might not even have Iron Hawk. You should probably be using your Rowan team. I was talking about this the other day on live stream, like sometimes having a channel and being a creator and everything for Gems of War, and I'm just playing my normal day-to-day stuff. I'm not. So sometimes the things I'm doing, half the people playing the game might not be doing. You might, like the other day I was down doing a level 500 Deathless All-Seeing Eye. Like, you're not going to worry about that. You're going to be farming souls and farming metals and farming gold and stuff like that. You're not going to be down there doing that, doing level 500 Deathless. So as far as like your Dust Devil and your magic, like you should worry about your magic, but wow, look, Dust Devil didn't kill now. That's twice, but like twice in like 15 minutes. Or whatever it's been. They changed us to a midge swarm too, that's weird. So every once in a while. Every once in a while this team will fail. It's just when, I don't know what happened there in particular, but sometimes, like, you'll get a Mythic or a Gnome that won't die in 2 shots. Yeah, and Rowan team doesn't need a Mythic. That's a good point. I think they're so close that you might as well use Rowan if you're gonna, like... I don't know if I'm getting any extra souls just from having Phylactery. I don't think so. I'd have to cast it. Yeah, I'm just getting the normal 4 souls. So I don't know. I don't think this is any faster than Rowan. Plus it uses a Mythic, like Crazy says. Strodium says another quick team I use is the Morthani Scythe, Leprechaun, and Umber Wolf with a 50% start class. Jay Davis, I finally got one of my kingdom to power level 10. Nice. Frank says I spent $70 for that extra arena win and I'm embarrassed by that. Hey, don't be embarrassed, man. I don't try to, like, I'm not trying to disparage or I don't know. Just that one person, not you guys. And people are trying to take me down a peg just because I have a YouTube channel. They wouldn't do that to anybody else, would they? That's how it is in EverQuest. Just because I have a YouTube channel, people are always trying to take me down a peg. For whatever reason. They wouldn't do that to some other random normal person, would they? He didn't come in here and ask Crazy MYO if he has 3... Why don't you have 3 Nisha medals, Frank Moses? It was me. Targeted me. I haven't been bragging about my Nisha tokens lately, have I? No. I don't have nothing to brag about, really. I got 3 of them. I probably got 1 or 2 extra ones at some point and medaled like Queen Titania or Yao Gui or something. I don't have like a crazy amount of Nisha medals that I'm always bragging about, so I don't. That's just out of the blue. They're insecure or very young. Yeah, probably insecure. I don't see a very young person. It's probably an old guy in his basement. Some old guy in his basement that likes, you know, smell. Or he's like a Mr. T stan. Hey, thank you, dude. I see that, but I don't see it yet. Hold on a second. I'll find it. Bobster! Bobster wants a live stream tomorrow. Everybody gets to thank Bobster. Because now we have a live stream tomorrow. Thank you, Bobster. Appreciate you, man. He says, I'm 309 level, so early in-game. Thanks for your guide. So helpful when progressing in-game. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Bobster. And I'm going to start a new account playthrough because I want to help people like you even more. Man, let's take that guy down a peg. He likes to help new people. He's always answering questions. He answers every single comment. He makes videos every single day. He tries to help beginners. He's going to do a new account play. Let's take him down a peg. Let's talk about his Nisha medals. What a a-hole. Yeah, he probably bought his Nisha medals, right? Crazy says... Krasmayo says, I have mixed feelings. You're making me laugh, but making me feel bad. I started playing April 6th like a crazy person, and now I'm level 1036. I spent 7 in the beginning to get gems for armor. Nah, man, don't feel bad. I'm not trying to say everybody shouldn't. Everybody should spend $50 on the game, I think. You gotta buy the game. It's just my comeback when people are trying to put me down. It's my defense mechanism. Don't take it the wrong way. I'm specifically targeting this person that's specifically targeting me. It's not like a napalm where I'm dropping it on all of you guys. It's a targeted missile. If nobody spent money on the game, I couldn't do this. I couldn't play the game. They wouldn't keep making content for the game. I love that you guys spend money on the game. I just made the choice not to, just to make the game harder. Like, the reality is I'm making the game harder on myself. You guys are doing it the way you should. And when I say you guys, I just mean anybody that spent money. I don't assume that everybody spent money. Sometimes I feel like when I say that, it sounds like I assume that everybody spends money on the game. Which I know there's some of you guys out there that don't spend money too. Like, it's a free-to-play game, so I think it's like half and half. Yesterday you paid for campaign pass. That's good though. I'm stupid. I'm stupid for playing the campaign for free. I should totally skip it. I don't think if you don't spend the money on the campaign pass, you should not play the campaign. What are you really getting? You don't get the mythics, you don't get the weapons, you don't get the pets, you don't get anything cool. You get some crappy resources and some crappy stats that you can't even use the whole time. So, just because I have a channel and I'm like doing the tasks to help people, I just do everything in the game every day because I have a channel, not because I should. It all kind of falls together, you know? Like I was talking about earlier, just because I'm doing a level 500 Deathless doesn't mean you should be doing that at your level. Just because I don't spend money on the game doesn't mean you shouldn't spend money on the game. Just because I'm playing the campaign for free like an idiot doesn't mean you should be. And if you are, it doesn't mean you're an idiot. It just means you're doing extra stuff. I don't think it's worth your time and stuff. Like it's kind of like Arena. The rewards in Arena are just so far out that if you're gonna grind, like that's almost a waste of time to like continue to go after you get that first Chaos Orb. It's almost a waste of time to play Treasure Map every single day, all day and all night. Like you can play this game kind of wrong, but I think playing the campaign when you haven't paid for the pass is kind of wrong. It's a waste of time. Unless you're a very certain person. If you're in a bracket 1 guild and you want those extra stats, and you're not going to pay for the campaign, but you still want those extra stats because you need every advantage you can get because you're in a very competitive Guild Wars environment, there's an exception for everybody. I never make blanket statements. Even if it sounds like I'm making a blanket statement, I promise you, it's usually not. Because there's almost nothing in this game you can say that applies for every single person. There's a couple things, but 90% of the time, that's my favorite percentage, by the way. It all depends who you are and what you're doing. Should you do your dungeon every day? Like, there's certain things, I guess, like do your dungeon every day. Do your adventure board every day. Even that. Sometimes adventure board's terrible. But I just like to make it a habit. So even when it's terrible, I do it. That way when it's good, I don't miss it by chance. The Death Knight armor is the best thing to buy in the game. I think that's another, like, something you can say for sure. Gives you 100% of everything. So that's why it's my comeback. When somebody's trying to put me down for no good reason, that's usually my comeback because they have 100% extra everything than me. So if they're higher level than me, it's because they use their money. Not because they're better than me. It's because they use their money. If I had Death Knight armor this entire 5 years, what level do you think I would be? I'm 1332 without that. So if I go back in time and I buy the Death Knight armor 5 years ago, what level do you think I would be? That's why it's my comeback. And it's not a blanket statement to everybody. It's to that one specific person just to see. Because if they come back and say, no, I haven't spent any money on the game, yeah? Wait for somebody to lie and say that, yeah? Oh, you're going home? Alright, man, we'll see ya. Congrats, Jay Davis. Good job. Dr. Mop says, I'm level 8 VIP, no clue how I've spent so much over time. Dr. Mop, are you still in Wild Plains? I've never seen the Firestorm, though. Firestorm is probably from my Dragon Guard, I guess. Does one of the enemies do a Firestorm? Is that what you're asking? Beg for Mercy says, we all know Animus bought his Nisha medals. Dr. Mop, I have 2 Nisha badges after all this time, but I'm more focused on getting Dawnbringer now and leveling kingdoms. If I get Nisha tokens, it's not because I was looking for them. Yeah, you gotta decide what you want to do with your extra time in the game. There's so much stuff to do in this game. They're cramming it full of stuff. So you have to decide for yourself what that extra mile is for you. Whether you're grinding souls or grinding gold or grinding tokens or grinding delves or looking for Gnome-a-paloozas or whatever it is. It's not the same for everybody. Everybody's going to be doing something different. Depending on what level you are and what you have and don't have and whatever. Like for me right now, I'm in the underworld doing like level 500 trying to get those pets. Because my kingdom levels and powers are blocked by pets. That's my reality and my reason for doing what I'm doing. But at a point in time, 2-3 years ago, I was grinding souls every day as my extra thing, trying to get Dawnbringer. At a point in time, I was going for the leaderboards on events to try to get power orbs to get Zul'Goth. You know, at a point in time, I was grinding gold every day, trying to stay in a good guild and get all my factions and kingdom levels and power, like all the stuff you need gold for. So everybody is probably doing something different. You just got to figure out what that is for you, where you're at in the game, when you have time for it. Make sure you do all the stuff you should do first, and then do that thing, whatever it is. I made a whole video on that a long time ago. Like, I think it's the one that says, it's like the hack one. I put hack in the title. A little clickbaity, but that was the hack. Or that it was getting a good guild. I don't know. There's a video out there, though, where I explain that whole thing I just explained. I don't know how to say your name either. Krasmayo. Do you guys ascend all guardians with orbs to Mythic to increase chance for better troops with guild chests? I just wait. I just waited to get them naturally. I didn't ascend them. I like to save my orbs for, you know, a common's not the best thing to use an orb. I don't know. Well, maybe. I don't think I would, though. I think my answer is no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't use an orb. I would just let them come naturally, because once you got them fully ascended, they're out of there. I don't know, that's a thing though. That's a good question. That's probably a good question for somebody else that's like, because when those guardians came into the game, I was already like at the top end of the game, but back when it was like courage and justice and all that, I just naturally got them to fully ascended, I think. Because I feel like you get so many of them when you're opening guild chests, like you get so many guardians. It doesn't take as long as getting some other random common. I feel like you get extra guardians. Even if it's not true, I feel like it. Krasmayo says, Rowan team at least doesn't need a mythic. Yeah, that's true. Frank Moses, you pooped on my Doom staff. If I made a defense team using Doom staff, would you fight it? I'm Resident Evil Master on gems, and I'm sure you'll win, but team will show you Doomstaff is good. Krasmayo says they're insecure, very young. Bobster with the 5 pounds, or whatever that is, which is awesome. Strodium, Krasmayo, I only ascended them when they were at Legendary. Yeah, that's a good point, too. Like, there's a, you know, you don't have to do... You could use, like, a small blue. You don't have to use, like, a big... I don't know if I've ever used a big blue for its intended purpose. I always want to save them for Zul'Goth. Zul'Goth is so much more important, I think, than hurrying up and getting your guardians out of your guild chests. Like, I don't know. If you're on a level 6 guild chest, do you still get those guardians? It takes all the commons out. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't have to deal with that, so I'm not sure. Alright, Rain Man. See you later. Frank says, cut off my comment. I also said my team will show you Doomstaff is good. Yeah, I saw. Yeah, I don't know. I might. If you want me to, I guess. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I should save orbs for power orb creation. Seems like it will take forever. Yeah, it does, but at some point in the game, it's the thing you're doing. You're trying to get Zul'Goth. Zul'Goth is amazing. It's a top 5. Top 5. Zul'Goth is awesome. of the things that you chase in this game, that's probably the most satisfying thing. Dawnbringer, like, you know, people poop on Dawnbringer. I still use it. I'm glad I have it. But if I had to decide between Dawnbringer and Zul'Goth, I would give back my Dawnbringer and keep my Zul'Goth, I think. Also depends what level you are, like everything. If I was a level 300 with a Dawnbringer, it would be way more exciting. But if my current level, I would give back my Dawnbringer to keep my Zul'Goth. If I'm level 300, it's a different story, because Dawnbringer is way better. It's one of those things in the game where the higher level you get, the less useful it is. Like Dragon Soul. Like Dragon Soul is amazing if you can get it super early in the game. But later in the game, you never use it. Dawnbringer, you still use it, you just don't use it for as much. And you could go without it if you needed to. Dr. Mob says, crazy and wait until you get enough to have 3 in a team. You ascend them too early, the Guardians don't drop anymore. Yeah, make sure, because like Finesse and Ferocity, all of them are good. Like when you have multiples of them. Here we go again with this Dust Devil, proving me wrong. It only happens very rarely, but... Well, I guess I can't be wrong when I said they're about the same. That's what I decided, but... Grinding this Dragon Guard. Should I turn it back to normal so we can get some more gnomes? This was just to grind that class experience. Which you can do with Rowan. I think it's exactly the same. Now that I've messed with it a little bit more, I think it's exactly the same. Except for using a Mythic to do the same thing that you could do with the... It's like using Guard's Avatar when you can use Rowan. And they do the same thing. Like, might as well use the Rowan so everybody can use it. What am I missing? Greed? We've only got one verse so far in 2 hours and 12 minutes. Which was okay. I think we got lucky there. A lot of people probably haven't got any verses. How many people in the chat have got a verse yet? Has anybody got anything? Let us know. If you find one, let us know. I'm curious how rare they are. If I got lucky or am I unlucky? Rain Man says the haters in the world are the best motivators. Yeah. All right, Krasmayo. Later. Kraz says, I got the 3 finesses and leveled Storm and Nimbus Bow. Less boring than FTGB times 2. A Gob Truffle, maybe? Is that what you're saying? Gotta be careful with pay to play. It can become a very unhealthy habit. Says Frank. Kraz says, I like writs for creation of deed from campaign. Frank, just playing as much as I have is a very unhealthy habit. Mega Seeker says, hey Sinny, thank you for everything you taught me. I worked up into a real gem of a guild. The Sons of Anarchy Guild, a family have become my home. But life changed for me and I've stopped gaming. Oh no. I still follow you and pop likes on your vids when I can see them. Thank you, Mega Seeker, man. I hope it, I don't know. Is it a good thing or a bad thing that you're not playing? Oops. I think I'm playing the same team again. Oops. Hopefully whatever if you want to play, I hope you can play. And if you're doing something awesome and you're not playing, and I hope that keeps happening. I hope the best for you, and I'm glad that I could help. It's cool to see like 30 people say that I help, and then one guy comes in and he's an a-hole, and he looks like a dummy. No problem, Krasmayo. Appreciate you being here. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, I was leveling Dragon Guard at that time. If you want to get the most gnomes for your buck, you got to do this team and not level a class, unfortunately. So, eventually, though, during the vault, I'm going to go back to farming class experience, I think, one day. They just keep on adding things that makes me not want to. Like, they added pity keys, right? There was like a gnome event where we got like twice the amount of gnomes, so I had to do that. And then they added Ironhawk to the game, so I had to try that. And then they added pity keys to the game, so I had to try that. Now they're adding Gnome-a-palooza to the game, so I gotta try that. Like, I always have these reasons why I'm not leveling my class experience. Because I'm like, I gotta get as many gnomes as I can. I gotta get as many vault keys as I can. I gotta get the sun. I gotta get Heart of Rage. There's always a reason that they keep making all these reasons that make me want to get every single gnome and vault key that I can get. So I don't level my classes, because it takes an extra second per battle. And I want to get it in every single battle I can, and get every single gnome and vault key that I can when I'm playing. But eventually, I'm hoping I'll get back to leveling my classes. Because I only have like half of them to 100 max, probably. All the good ones are at where they should be, I think. I just have like all the ones you don't really use. So it's not a big deal. It's just like something I want to get done. It's like when there's a weapon that stinks in the Soul Forge and you just buy it because you don't have it. That's kind of like leveling up Barbarian. Leveling Dragon Guard is like the 3rd or 4th best Firestorm class, but I still want to level it to 100. You never know when like a crazy good team will come into the game that uses Dragon Guard for some reason. Or Barbarian. There's another gnome, but we've only seen one Mana Surge Gnome-a-palooza gnome. Beg for Mercy says, getting into a top 25 guild made the biggest difference for me. Getting all the extra resources because all the basic tasks are capped. Then we always complete the weekly events. Exactly. Exactly. Other than turning the game up to 4 times speed, that's the best thing you can do in this game, is getting a good guild. 100%. Don't be a lone wolf. Your reason is not good enough. Don't be a lone wolf. And it's not what you think it's going to be. I know there's people out there that think they just want to play solo. They don't want to mess with anybody because there's people like Animus out there that are a-holes. And, you know, you just want to play on your own and do your own thing and be a solo wolf, a lone wolf. But it's not like that. You don't have to chat with anybody. You don't have to deal with anyone. No one really cares what you're doing. It's not even like social, barely. You don't have to if you don't want to. I never even go into my guild chat. Like, I'll do it every once in a while just to make sure they didn't, like, ask me a question or... You know, I got a couple friends in the guild, so of course... Like DC and Zeus and everybody. So I'll go in there occasionally and make sure they're not saying something. But otherwise, like, if you have no friends in your guild and you're just in it to be a part of the team and get the extra stuff... You don't have to, like, ever even chat. Unless you're the scout in Tower of Doom once every 11 weeks or whatever the heck it is. So there's really no good reason to not be in a guild. Unless you're really like you don't play enough or something. Like, even then, you could find some guild that won't kick anybody out. And just sit in there and fart in your underwear. Gnome-a-palooza, another vault event. Yep, they're adding more vault stuff. Later, Frank. Hey, what up, Mark Joey? The update is out. Soulzar is here. I shouted you out at the beginning for your shout out. I'm going to do Young Mo tomorrow. John says, I like your channel. You are there for the new and low-level players. You know that there are a lot of high-level players tune into your channel. That's why I think you need to be a live stream sooner than later. El Said, I got 1 verse. 2. You got 1 verse also? Okay. Winnie says not yet after 1.5. John says, I mean on the new account. Right. Anthony says, so there's a vault event in 17 hours? Yep. Solzar, tried to work third Ironhawk into this team, but couldn't make it faster. This team is just fine for me. What up, zombie apocalypse? Anyone here encountering the double skull damage bug? Yeah, people are definitely here encountering that. Genki Colleen was talking about it. Somebody else was also talking about it. There's been 2 or 3 people encountering it. I haven't seen it yet. Like, I haven't really noticed it, but I've been just grinding difficulty 1 Explorer, so I don't know that I'm gonna encounter it. What up, Roman B? Zombie Apocalypse, Solzar, Anthony, Winnie, El Said. Thank you for joining me today. There's another gnome. Just see how hard it is to get that specific gnome that you need. That's what I was talking about before it even came out. Like, how are we going to get... Like, even if I get lucky enough to get another Mana Surge gnome, what if I get the same one again? I've been playing for 2.5 hours. I've seen 1 verse. And the more verses you get, the harder it's going to get the specific one that you need. I wonder how many Gnome-a-paloozas are going to get set off during the Vault event this weekend. I'd be interested in that number. I know there's going to be at least somebody. Somebody will do it. Some crazy person out there is going to grind Ironhawk all day and all night. They probably already started, like, last night at 8 o'clock. And they're like, somebody's out there, I bet you. They're passing their controller or their mouse or their keyboard off to somebody else. Somebody's out there grinding it, like, where it's like in the same household and they're just all doing it. I bet you somebody is. Even if it's just a family member, hand it to a kid, tell them, hey, push this button, then push this button. It's not that hard. I could probably teach my 5-year-old how to do this. You hold in L1, then you push X, and then you hold in L1 and you push triangle. Then you push X, 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 and then you do it again. It's pretty easy. What up, Red Mantis Pro? Solzar says, I like your live streams. Keep me up to date. Appreciate that. What up, DC United? You just summoned the demon. We summoned a zombie apocalypse yesterday, and today I summoned a DC United. I was talking about a zombie apocalypse yesterday, and then literally somebody called zombie apocalypse with a zombie avatar is now here. Isn't that weird? Then I was just talking about DC United, and he's here now. Donald Trump. Donald Trump. If I say, maybe Donald Trump plays Gems of War. What do you guys think? Educational purposes. To make the 3rd Ironhawk faster, I think you just, it's gotta be faster, man. Like, it only takes 1 turn instead of 2. It's definitely faster. Put 3 Ironhawks on your team with a Dust Devil? Is that right, or is it Greed? I don't think it matters. I guess you'd do Greed, huh? No, Greed doesn't do damage, but... So we're getting, I cast this. I see what you mean, kinda. Because I cast this and I get 10 damage, right? And then I cast this and I get, like 15 more. 25. But if you put 3 Ironhawks and a Dust Devil, right? You'll cast this and get 20, which most of the time should clear. But I think sometimes maybe it won't. So maybe that's what you're running into, but it's definitely faster to have 3, but I think a lot of people use 2. It's hard to get 3 in the first place. Like, I don't even have 3, and I kind of tried. I didn't try 100%. I didn't blow all my keys and all my glory and all my everything. There was a point where I stopped and said, okay, 2's enough. I think 3 is faster, technically. It's just one turn. Like one cast instead of 2. I know this is one turn too, but it's one cast. Sometimes I say the wrong word, but you know what I mean. Like yesterday I kept saying wrath instead of wraith. But you knew what I mean. And nobody called me out for it. That's why I like you guys. Appreciate you. Don't call me out for random... You know what I mean. Bobster says... Sinny, what's the most annoying thing about this game in your opinion? For me was PvP to get kingdoms to level 10. The most annoying thing about this game? I just don't like all the offers and the stuff like that, but yeah, I just don't like that people can buy a win. And I don't know, my reasons are probably pay to win stuff. So I don't want to go down that road again. What else? Yeah, just how focused they are on making money. Like, they're super greedy that it's obvious. There's some game companies out there, you know, they'll throw skins in the game, or they do it the right way. This they're bordering on greedy. Like, I think they're already in the greedy territory. So that'd probably be the thing I don't like about this game. The most annoying thing about this game is how greedy the developers are. There's blinking offers. I guarantee you they're gonna add in something during a battle. It's coming in the future, I bet you. There's going to be something in the battle, all the battles themselves, that's going to be blinking that you can buy. Kill this enemy now for $5. Probably not exactly like that, but buy this potion to increase your magic by, you know, whatever. Inside the battles. I bet you eventually there's offers inside in the battles. They've got them everywhere else, why not? So that would be my thing, I guess, you know? So what is a Gnome-a-palooza, says Anthony. Gnome-a-palooza is 4 new gnomes. And if you get those gnomes, they drop a verse. And if you get one of each verse from each gnome, then you can go to the Soul Forge and craft a Gnome-a-palooza. And now you have something that you can set off. I don't know exactly how it works, like if it gets set off right when you craft it, or if you get an item and then you can set it off. But when you craft the Gnome-a-palooza, now only gnomes will appear for the next 15 minutes. No matter what you're doing. I mean, I think it's certain... Like, you can't go to the delves, like someone said. You can't go to a level 500 delve and set off a Gnome-a-palooza. But you can go to explore, like we're doing right now. Then that's where you'd want to be anyway, so you can get the most bang for your buck. But now only gnomes will be your enemies for the next 15 minutes. So yeah, that's what Gnome-a-palooza is. They added the 4 new gnomes. They're all like music, they're called Mana Surge Band or something. It's pretty difficult. We've been playing for 2.5 hours. I've seen 1. And like I've been saying, it's going to get harder and harder for me to get the specific gnome that I need. Because I think there's like something like 11 different gnomes in the game right now or something. So yeah, that's what a Gnome-a-palooza is. They also did some other stuff in the update too, like fixed Lycanthropy a little bit. They added some more special skulls. They fixed like 17 mistakes that they had. It was funny when I was reading all the issues that they fixed. I can't believe they had that many issues to fix. How do you have 17 mistakes in your game that you need to fix? That's crazy. Good afternoon, Red Mantis Pro. Literally, says Solzar. Vicus FF. Vishal is back with his brother's account. Alright, hopefully you're not driving your car right now while you're watching the live stream. Doug says, if Trump plays gyms, he's definitely pay to win. Red Mantis, Wolf Gym is most annoying. Yeah, Lycanthropy. Ooh, that's a good one. Other than how greedy the developers are, yeah, that'd probably be my second thing. Lycanthropy. Lycanthropy is very annoying. I think that's the definition of lycanthropy is annoying. Is anybody having like a super fun time and they're glad that lycanthropy's still in the game and they love it so much? Like even if you're a person that really loves like werewolves and beasts and Jacob and like even if you're that person, it's still a really annoying mechanic in this game either way. Eventually even that person will probably get sick of it. Just ruining their battles and being annoying. Even if you love beasts and werewolves and Jacob. Like whoever on the dev team that decided like this was a good idea, they must be like a Jacob stan or whatever. Whatever that is, by the way, because I don't know what that is, but I think it has to do with werewolves. A vampire and a werewolf. You're like one or the other, right? You gotta be. Red Mantis Pro says Wolf Gym is most annoying. Solzar said, I tried. 3 doesn't work for me. It looks good on paper, but this team is all you need. John says, Sinny, you may rant, but you don't have a stupid laugh. Anthony, damn, so you get them and then you can just spam the hell out of low-level battles and resource farm like crazy? Yep. The problem is getting them, though, you know? It's very awesome. Like, I think it's very awesome, and I would love to have one. I thought that about Epic Keys, though, too, you know? I thought I would love to have an Epic Key, and it could be nothing but awesome. Then I found out that Epic Keys, they're really hard to get. You get one, and then all you get is more dookie. So, instead of getting a little bit of dookie, you get a lot of dookie. I haven't got anything good from a Epic Vault Key yet. I think I've gotten like 4. I have one that I haven't used yet, but I think I've used at least 3. So I haven't only used like 1. I've gotten 4 or so. And I've used 2 or 3 Epic Vault Keys, and all of them have been terrible. I got like a bunch of minor trait stones, a Cedric, and like some gold or something. Then the next time I got like a bunch of souls, some whatever, and yeah, it was really bad. I got like a gnome. I wish I could get a power orb or chaos orbs or a bunch of glory or something, but it just hasn't happened for me yet. I know it's possible. But that's how I feel about the verses so far. It's like an epic vault key. A pie in the sky that if you get it, except for with the Gnome-a-palooza, it's gonna be awesome either. It's gonna be awesome if you get it. It's not like an epic vault key where it could suck. If you get unlucky, a epic vault key can suck. If you get a Gnome-a-palooza, you can't get unlucky and have it suck. It's gonna be awesome. I guess unless you get like a bunch of crappy rewards from all your gnomes that you get during the 15 minutes, but you're gonna be getting so many that's almost impossible. You're gonna have to get something cool. Doug says, during a Gnome-a-palooza, are you fighting a full team of gnomes, or are you just guaranteed 1 gnome per battle? You're fighting a full team of gnomes, like 4 gnomes. Every single battle. And we can do 4, 5, 6 battles a minute. So you can get 15 to 20 freaking gnomes a minute. And then think about that towards your pity key. If they let you do that. Which I hear that they're going to let us count them towards pity keys. They're probably just saying that right now. Because they know nobody's going to get a Gnome-a-palooza by the vault. And then they'll change it for the next vault. What do you think? Oh, we let you guys use your Gnome-a-paloozas on the first vault event, but we just can't do that anymore. That was just too good. It imbalances the game. Like, it's too crazy. But we let you do it on the very first one, even though we only gave you like 16 hours to get 4 epic vault keys that you craft into a Gnome-a-palooza. Why'd I do that? Why'd I match those? Red Mantis says, today I was lucky with 500 pure delves, made Mirage Queen into a beast, and after update it only has 50% of their normal stats. Yeah. Sometimes it does help you in deep delves to turn the enemy into a beast, even when it was the way it was before, but now it's even better. It's just when it happens to you that it's annoying. Like, it turns your hero into a random common beast with half the stats. Like, that's gonna suck. If you're trying to do a level 500 deathless and you get turned into some random low-level beast, it just happens too much. I thought they were gonna, like, it'd be a certain special thing for a certain amount of time for a certain campaign, and then it would, I don't know what I was thinking. But then they started adding in troops that do it, and now it's a thing forever. Like, it was so long where we had the 6 colors, we had the skulls, that was the game. Doom skulls, you know, that was fine. Now they're adding all these, what? Are we gonna have a whole board full of weird gems eventually? Is the game not gonna look like it looks in the future? Is there gonna be a wolf picture and then a Uber Doom skull, and then there's gonna be like I don't know, a rabbit, or a rabbit, you turn you into a rabbit, and there'd be a zombie gem, turn you into undead, a rainbow gem. We're gonna have, like, every gem's gonna look different to where you can't even match anything. A rainbow gem. That would be a cool gem, though, like a gem that's can match with anything, like make it every single color. Like a gem where pretty much a free gem that's you can match with anything you want. That'd be cool. Like a rainbow gem. It counts as every color. I think they could do things that are less annoying. Like the Uber Doom Skull is less annoying than Lycanthropy. Lycanthropy's annoying. They could do other kinds of gems. I think it's an okay idea. I just think they did the worst idea first. Lycanthropy's the worst special gem. Is that their game plan? Like, let's see how this works by trying the worst one first. And if it works, then we know the rest of them will work. I think Uber Doom Skull is pretty cool. Or like a gem that counts as every single color, like a rainbow gem, like a free gem, can match with. I think that would be cool too. You need to tone it down a little bit. Do some slight adjustment gems like Uber Doom Skull or Rainbow Gem first. Not like crazy turn you into a beast annoying gem first. Yeah, they'll definitely start to sell verses. I guarantee that. I guarantee that. Well, and if they would do better with their prices, I bet you they could make so much more money. Even though they're rolling in money right now. Because they're so greedy and like everything's for sale. If they adjusted some of their prices just slightly, I bet you they'd get even more money. Sometimes people, I see $50 and like, that's a lot of money, man. I could buy a whole nother game with $50. Why would I want to buy Death Knight armor? Even though it's the best thing you can buy, that's a lot of money. I could buy a whole nother game with that. So why would they make a verse cost like 50 when they could make it cost like 20? And then certain people that wouldn't buy it at 50 would buy it at 20, and I bet you that would make up for the discount by getting more people to buy it. Like some of the stuff they sell, it's like, what? Why would I pay that much for that? All they gotta do is like make it a little bit cheaper. Mick Budfuzz, Team Woofy here. Dr. Mop. El Saeed said they'll start to sell verses at some point, and I agree. David says, is it just me that whenever I hear Gnome-a-palooza, I think Lion King? What is that? A Hakuna Matata? They should make an event called Hakuna Matata. I'm giving them ideas. That was the whole idea to begin with. If it's about money, they're already thinking about it. See, Rogan, what up, man? Like Ironhawks doesn't upset the balance. People that don't have them are effed because they get a lot less. Yeah, I mean, I thought Ironhawk, they weren't gonna leave it like this. And they did, they left it like this. So now Ironhawk plus Gnome-a-palooza equals stripper, waterfall, money flying from the ceiling. Reynaldo says you're giving them ideas. I always do. Anthony says, your beginner guides really helped me on both of my playthroughs. Thank you so much for that, man. That makes up for when the troll comes in and says something trolly. I like getting the 10 people saying that my beginner guides help, and then the one troll. At least it offsets that. English Mofo, get a gnome? Yes, I did. I got one so far. I got one verse. Almost 3 hours. I know some people probably got none, though, so far, so I'm not, like, pooping on it or anything. Like, I'm happy that I got one. I just think it's going to be really hard to get 4 different kinds. Even if I get another one of those gnomes, what if I get the same one? I guess I'll have 2 of that verse, and then I could do two Gnome-a-paloozas eventually, at least. I can keep collecting verses. It's not like a total waste to get the same gnome twice, but I'd definitely rather set off a Gnome-a-palooza than get a bunch of the same verse, that's for sure. So you could get, like, 3 of the same verse, and then finally you get a second verse, and then you get 3 of that kind, and then you get one of the first one again, then you get another of the second one again. Now you got, like, 4 of the same 2 verses, and then finally you get the 3rd verse, and then you get more of that one, and more of the first one, and more of the second one, and treasure gnomes, and pet gnomes, and glory gnomes, and jewel gnomes, and how long is it going to take to get 4 different? They almost didn't need to put 4 new gnomes in the game. They could have probably did this with the current gnomes and just added verses. Or they didn't even have to call it verses. They could have made it something else. They could have done it. Why do they? It would have been better if they added it onto the current gnomes. That way we don't have like 11 different kinds of gnomes. We would still have like 7. It would be a better chance. That's their whole scheme. Adding in 4 more gnomes that have no chance at dropping vault keys. So I wonder if overall this is a good thing or a bad thing. It's probably a good thing for the super grindy people and a bad thing for normal people, if you think about it. Because Gnome-a-palooza gnomes don't have a chance to drop vault keys. And unless you get the 4 specific different Gnome-a-palooza gnomes that give you the Gnome-a-palooza, all you're really getting is a blank gnome that gives you a verse instead of a vault key. Until you set off that Gnome-a-palooza, this is worse. And then the Gnome-a-palooza probably makes up for it if you get one. But if you never get a Gnome-a-palooza, this game is just worse for you. The people that never get one, which could be possible. There's people out there that aren't grinding for 3 hours with Ironhawk. It's worse for those people because now they have 4 different gnomes that could pop up that could have gave them a vault key, and now they can't. They just made it harder to get vault keys for like casual people. English says, hell yeah, I tried hard last night. Did you get one? DC says, like chasing power orbs. The grind is real, folks. Yeah. You almost have to buy freaking power orbs on the leaderboard type stuff. I didn't do it that way, but the only way to get power orbs faster is to get like first place on the leaderboards. Of course, like do all your events, get every single chaos orb you can, even do the crappy class events and grab that one chaos orb. Like you got to get every. That's how you get Zul'Goth. You got to get every chaos orb that's available to you, and even consider going for leaderboards and stuff like that if you want to make it happen even faster. That's what I was doing at some point in the game. I was chasing Zul'Goth. I was even every class event. I was going all the way, even if it was a crappy class. Nowadays, I don't do that because I have both of the boss troops. I don't need power orbs that bad to where I'm forcing myself to do a class event all the way to the Chaos Orb. I'm just doing my free battles, getting the 25 gems. But if you're chasing Zul'Goth, you should be doing those. That's what I, like, goes along with what I was saying earlier. Like, everybody's in a different spot. You can't just watch me and copy what I'm doing because I don't do the class events until I don't get all the rewards on the class events. I just get the 25 gems for the free battles. But if you're a person chasing Zul'Goth, you should probably do every event to completion and get every Chaos Orb you can. So don't do what I'm doing. Do what you should do if you're chasing that. Anthony says, no problem, man. Put it this way, I'm level 630 and I'm farming metals and level 12 explorer already. That's how much your guides help. That's awesome. Using that, maybe that Rowan Shield of Urskaya or some Guardians, some Gob Truffle. You can do it for sure. It's definitely doable. You don't need Mythics and to do difficulty 12 Explorer. Your power levels still suck? Yeah, man. Sometimes they're blocking you by, like, pets and mythics and stuff that's really hard to get. Just do what you can. Get your... If you need souls to level some troops, you know, grind souls. If you need trait stones to fully trait troops, grind trait stones. But sometimes you're just going to be blocked and you can't do it because it's a pet or a mythic or something that you just can't go out and get. You just got to wait. Dr. Mop says, I'm glad I got Ironhawk. It makes the game more playable, saves time, but like all the top mythic, it makes the game easier. Yeah, that's for sure. Dang, you didn't get any English for 3 hours. Oh, and Mr. T tried for 3 hours too, and he didn't get any? Dang. I got one after like an hour, and it was almost 2 hours, I think. I can't remember. It was like an hour and a half, I think. I got lucky, I guess. So am I the first YouTuber with a verse? Am I the only one that can show a verse? That's pretty cool. Are they here? Or they're probably in the Soul Forge too. Where's verses? Am I the first guy on Gnome Bait? I've never had Gnome Bait before. Don't you have to buy that with money? Guildmate gift. I wish I had more deeds. I'm very low on books. Dang, we've had that many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. Hey, am I the only one that can do that? Look at me, I got one. Everybody look at me. Woo! I got one green verse, but now I need a red and a blue and a yellow. Man. Soul Forge. I think I got an epic vault key before everybody else too. Got lucky. I say how I have bad luck and everything, but in Gems of War, it's probably the only place in life I have a good luck. Sometimes. And some people were asking on the forum, they were saying they wonder if there's a built-in mechanic in the game that if you pay money to buy things, that you have better luck in the game. Because I don't know, they're just wondering if there's some hidden mechanic. Now, I'm telling you, it's not true. There's not, because I'm doing fine and I've never spent anything. So there's no hidden mechanic about if you spend money in the game you get luckier. I don't think so. But yeah, I got a green verse so far. Maybe they'll let you craft verses. Nah, probably not. Probably not. VIP 5, and you probably have bad luck, huh? Anthony says, don't get me started on epic keys. Had my first one ever, and it was crap. I'm telling you, they're crap. I know there's a chance that they're going to be good, and you can get double this and double that, but I've gotten power orbs from just a regular vault key. I've gotten power orbs from regular vault keys. Like, how? It can't get much better than that. I'd almost rather have a regular vault key than an epic vault key. I wish I could trade my epic vault key for 2 vault keys. For 2 normal vault keys. I would take that trade. You wish you could break down your epic vault keys in the Soul Forge into normal vault keys. Beg for Mercy says, we should be able to craft verses with treasure maps. Yeah, we wish. They would have to make it like 5,000 treasure maps for one verse or something. People have so many because we never even use them. Then they try to force us to use them and we still don't want to. Then they let us re-roll so we don't have to use them. Every time they try to make us do treasure maps, we all complain and then they have to take it out. Or give you an option not to. No, there is a hidden mechanic. I am at VIP 3 just for auto scout, and I have better chance to drop than getting a mythic drop. Yeah, you get the auto scout, you get the free win and arena, you get the extra experience for Death Knight. Like, there's a lot of things you can buy that are decent. I just made a decision to be free to play. I think it was a good decision too, because I'm showing everyone that you don't have to spend money on the game. There's proof out there. It's not just some random person on a forum saying, hey, I didn't spend any money. Like, I'm playing the game every day. I'm showing you. Like, there's proof. There's thousands of hours of videos of me playing the game and not spending money. I think it was a good choice. Because everybody else on YouTube has, cracked that seal. They can't go back. Once you spend a penny on the game, you already spent money on the game, And everybody else has. Just like I have a verse and nobody else does, I'm the only one that hasn't spent money on the game too. And they can never go back and not do that. I guess if they did a new account playthrough and didn't spend any. DC says, not that I'm aware of, and I'm VIP level 18. My luck is poop and not poop train awesome if just poop, plain poopy poop. Yeah, we got one person on the train so far, guys. Bobster gave 5. He is the conductor of the train. He's got the whistle. He's got the hat. Bobster is the man on the train today. He is the poop train. And it's a really good, we had an amazing train yesterday, so I should probably give it a break today, but Bobster said no. We're live streaming tomorrow. And I appreciate it. So tomorrow, will it continue? Now it's becoming a thing. Now it's becoming a thing. How long? How long can you guys keep this streak up? It's not up to me, it's up to you guys. And you kept, it's tomorrow. You got through tomorrow. Is that a whole week yet? Almost. We did Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Now we're doing Thursday. One more day. Somebody's got to do it tomorrow to make it a full week. Because then we'll do Saturday too. So if anybody's considering it today, save it for tomorrow. We're already doing tomorrow. And then that'll be a full week. And I do Saturday, so it'll be 8 days in a row. As long as somebody does something tomorrow, we got 8 days in a row. That's crazy. So save it. We'll wait. We'll do it tomorrow, you know? Solzar says it should be a thing. Oh, hold on. Anthony said, I wish there was a marketplace so you can get these ridiculously rare pets and such. Yeah, like an auction house or something where you could, like, trade resources and stuff. That'd be cool. That would be cool. You know how, like, an MMO, some of them have an auction house and you can sell stuff? I'd be selling all my treasure maps for dirt cheap. They would probably have to introduce some other currency into the game that can buy everything or something. I don't know. Or I guess they could make it gems. I don't know. They probably would. They'd probably have to introduce... Like, if they did an auction house or something, they might have to introduce, like, a new currency that can buy everything, maybe, or something. That's a pretty good idea. I think we've come up with a couple ideas, good ideas in this live stream. Rainbow gems, I think that's an okay idea. And they probably already have that on their to-do list, I betcha. That's just like easy. Why not? If you're gonna make new gems, why not do a rainbow one that you can just match with everything? Unless that would like screw the board up too bad to where you'd be getting like cascades too much, I guess. Conductor Bob, baby, Bobster. Bobster says it may be some hidden mechanic, but as far I didn't spend money on the game, and I play with my friend, and he did spend money for armor and some gold, but the difference is only in level. He's getting more experience. Yeah. I mean, you get stats for every certain level. Like, it does help a little bit. But once you get to the very top of the game, like, you only get a stat, like, every 100 levels or something, so... Somebody that has the Death Knight armor and played exactly the same amount of time as me, and they're like, say, level 1500, they only have like 2 more stats or something. And that might be HP and an armor. Sorry if you can hear the weed whacker. Freaking weed whacker. I might be very, I don't know how long I'm going to stream today. I think I said, let's see, what time is it? Yeah, I might be about done, everybody. Here soon. We did get one verse, though. First person on YouTube, baby! And we got a live stream tomorrow because of Bobster, so... We pretty much did what we could do today. We got a verse. We saw a new gnome. We got a, we got a live stream tomorrow. There's nothing really left to do other than maybe... get another verse, and I don't think that's going to happen, so... I think we've pretty much done everything we can do today. And I've got to go to the grocery store, I got work to do. I'm going to put out the Sekiro video later today. The new community tab poll is up, the last grouping for the first round, so make sure you vote in that. And then we'll match them all up against each other, like all the second place classes, will like put them all against each other to see like who deserves to be up there in first. That maybe like went up against a monster in the first round. And And then we'll match all the first place classes up against each other to see who's the best. And then like maybe we can come up with some sort of ranking. And then we'll match up all the worst classes too. And we'll see which class we think is the worst. Yeah, like knight versus sorcerer versus you know, all the dookie stain classes. We can see who's the biggest dookie stain for classes. You have better troops, more resources, everything. Well, a lot of this game is being smart and patient and doing stuff in the right order and, you know, knowing what you should do and what you shouldn't do. So even if you spend money on the game doesn't mean you're better than somebody else, because they might be throwing all their... They might not even know... Like, let's say a new Mythic comes into the game, right? And they're throwing all their keys trying to get, like, Arachnean Weaver, but it's the new Mythic, so the only thing you can get's the new Mythic. So they get the new Mythic, and then they're like, man, I really want Arachnean Weaver. I'm going to keep throwing keys. And they get another new Mythic, and another new Mythic, and they don't know that you can't. Like, there's some stuff in this game, if you don't know, and they don't tell you it's not very plain. That's why I think this game works on YouTube and Twitch and stuff, because they don't explain everything very well. So there's a lot of explaining to do, and right ways to do things and wrong ways to do things, and stuff they don't tell you. Sometimes that's on purpose, so you spend real money too. Like, they want you to waste all your gems and not take your tribute and not be they want you to waste and buy with real money because you wasted and run out of gems and run out of gold, and they want you to. They want you to search for a freaking verse for 3 hours and not get it, so you want to buy one. They want you to do that campaign task that's super annoying, so you have to skip it and spend gems, and then you run out of gems, and then you gotta buy some. That's what they want. They want to annoy you. Annoy you and not tell you everything. So you spend money. Well, I'm out here giving it all up for free to most people. We got the quality 60. But mostly free, mostly every day. Every day for sure. Mostly free. Yeah, that would work, having a premium currency. After all you said, the devs are greedy. Yep. Yeah, they'd have to probably introduce something that's a overall, you could buy everything with it, but, you know, it's not easy to get. You have to, like, hey, sell your power orb for this many. Then you can buy something else. An auction house type thing. Like, I could put up something for sale, like a power orb, and then I could buy like a Duskbringer. Somebody has Duskbringer and they don't really want it anymore, and I have a power orb, and I could sell them the power orb, and then I could go buy a Duskbringer or something. I don't think that will ever happen, but Dr. Mop says, don't forget to put up the new Sekiro video. Also, everyone should watch at least episode 3. They're all like that, I promise you. They're pretty much all me getting angry and trying not to cuss and getting into character and, you know, blind first playthrough of Sekiro. So it is a little slow, I'll be honest, like, because I don't know. I've never played it before. I'm looking in every corner, and I'm trying to figure stuff out, and I might get stuck for a second, or something might kill me a couple times, or... I know it's not like... If you've seen the game already and everything, like, I get it. But if you don't mind, like, clicking it and hitting like, you don't have to watch it. Just click it. Got a new level. Cool. But yeah, I better go, guys. We've done all we can do. We got a verse. We got a live stream tomorrow, so there's not much else we could do here except for do this over and over and over all day. Tomorrow's the vault event, and I guess the class event, right? Or, we still have the class event tomorrow? I mean, they wouldn't take down the class event, right? It would just still be there. I guess it doesn't say. I never look at this calendar. Play every day. I mean, do we still have a class event tomorrow? I guess we will. Why would we not? I don't know. But we don't have invasions, right? We have a vault event. Anyway, I think the vault event starts tomorrow. I think the class event is still happening because, I mean, they gotta do that. They can not do the invasion, but they can't not do the class event, so I guess we're having a vault event and a class event tomorrow, huh? But I'll be here tomorrow morning around the same time. I'll try to put up the reminder. I'll definitely put up the Sekiro video today. Only reason it's not already up for members is because some of you said that you're accidentally watching that instead of the live stream, so I decided I'll do it. When I'm done with the live stream, then I'll put out Sekiro to the members. So if you're a member, Sekiro will be available immediately after this live stream. If you're not a member, it'll be like later today, like 4 or 5 or 6 o'clock. But yeah. Thank you, everybody. Like, share, subscribe. Consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your guild about the channel. Comment below. Even after the live stream goes off the air, you can still come back and leave a comment if you think of something. If anybody has any questions, now's the time. I can always answer some last few questions, because I'm going to say everybody's name in the chat, you know, like I always do. Plague Lord. Yep, Plague Lord. So they got to do that. I guess we're just going to have 8,000 events at once tomorrow. The bears are in the others in Soulforge. I'm gonna go watch Loki. I need to check that out. Let me catch up in the chat and then I'll say goodbye to everybody. Here, let's put this last screen on. Let's put the last screen on. Let's put it right here. There's our final screen. Okay, don't forget to put up the new Sekiro video. Anthony says, "Oh, to hell with selling my power orbs. I only have 2 and I'm saving for Zool." Yeah, don't sell yours. I was just saying, like, in a hypothetical economy with an auction house, like, something that would be worth something else, maybe, that I might want. Like, I don't have Dustbringer, that's the only thing I could think of. And I was trying to think of something else that's of similar value. John says, "Blimey, I have more chances of finding a 4-leaf clover in my lawn than one of these Gnome-a-palooza scuba gnome." Dr. Mob says, "Thanks, Sinny." Thank you. I couldn't do it without you guys. You guys are the best. Love you so much. David, see you tomorrow, Sinny. Off to watch Loki. You got good taste. Dr. Mop says, "Yeah, Plague Lord." DC says, "Good to be with you, Sinnycool and the Sinners and Choir members. Always a good time to be had. Appreciate you all. Stay safe and out there, everyone." Thank you, DC, for the gifts, man. I saw you gave me some more gems. Appreciate you. He says, "Stop showing off, John." Zarovsky says, "Night Spider still on the loot table." I mean, he always is. You mean like for event keys? I don't think so. For event keys right now, it's Darkstone troops. Is he a Darkstone troop? This is what's in the drop table right now, so you got Mother of Darkness, the Possessed King. I mean, he's in the drop table. Like, Night Spider is in the drop table, but he's in there with everything else. It's not like a specific... He's not specifically in a smaller drop table. He's in a larger... He's one of the 1,000 different troops you could get. But as far as like a specific drop table, like the event keys, he's not in here. So if you threw event keys right now, you would get like hopefully a Mother of Darkness or a Possessed King. But no, Night Spider is just in the general. Like if you want Night Spider, you'd just be throwing like glory keys probably and hoping. But yeah, he's in here. You just gotta get lucky out of all the thousands of troops that you could get. Or your guild keys would probably be a good spot, because you have a better chance. It takes away like the commons and whatnot. You'd probably have a better... I'd throw it at... If you want your Night Spider, I'd try a guild chest at level 6. Right? I don't think... Night Spider should be in there. Isn't he like an epic or something? Like a ultra rare? He should be in there. But yeah, definitely don't try it with event keys. And I don't know if you can get it in gold keys or not. Common and rare, I don't think so, right? So if you wanted Night Spider really bad, I would do guild keys, glory keys, or gem keys. And just hope and pray that you get it, because there's a lot of different options. Sanzi Clown 54 says, "Say my name, buddy." Soulzart says, "Thanks, Sinny." Bobster, how you send gifts in game? I don't know. Zorovsky says, "Strange, asking because I'm level 724 and so far I still didn't get a single copy of it." That's how it goes sometimes, man. I remember I was missing, like, I wanted green seer for some reason, or like giant, like, there was some sort of mana, like a converter that I wanted a long time ago back in the day, and I just couldn't get it. It was like a ultra rare or something. That's how it is. Eventually you'll get everything, and then you'll stop even using your keys because you're saving them for new mythics and stuff. But yeah, as far as Night Spider goes, you'd have to do guild chests, glory chests, gem chests, and yeah, I mean, if you still need Night Spider, that's probably... Once you get like half the mythics, you want to kind of stop just throwing all your keys, but hopefully you got like most of the epics, most of the legendaries, like at that point. Bobster, the guildmates gifts allow you to send 25 gems per gift to your guildmates. I've never done it, but I know DC does it, and he gives me like freaking at least 100 gems a week every week, and I appreciate it, man. Probably more than that. Alright guys, thank you for joining me today. We found a verse, we found a gnome, first person on YouTube, baby! And we got a live stream tomorrow because of Bobster giving $5. That's how it works. We got to get at least $5 donated to do... It's summertime, so I can do live streams if I want to. And I was playing this little game with you guys. Like, if we get $5, I'll live stream the next day. And Bobster came through today, so we're doing it again tomorrow. And yesterday was crazy, so I shouldn't even be asking for nothing today, but... Thank you for joining me today. Bobster, DC United, Zorovsky, Soulzar, Sonzy Clown 54, Say My Name, Zorovsky, John Fitzpatrick, DC United, Dr. Mop. I'm glad you're looking forward to that Sekiro. That makes me feel good. You guys, when I'm insecure about something like that, I know a lot of you aren't watching. When somebody says that they're looking forward to it and they want to watch it, that makes me feel good, yeah. John and Anthony and Dr. Mop and Bobster and Soulzar and DC and Anthony, thank you for joining me today. Couldn't do it without you guys. Beg for mercy. English Mofo. Good to see ya, man. Roman B, thank you for joining us today. Anthony Richards, Dr. Mop, English Mofo, C. Rogan. Thank you, C. Rogan. Anthony Richards, Reynaldo. David JK63, El Said, Red Mantis Pro. Thank you for joining us today, Red Mantis. Haven't seen you in a while. Appreciate you joining us today. Doug Marsh, Dr. Mop, Anthony Richards, Soulzar, DC, Doug Marsh, Vikas. Vikas FF is Vishal. Thank you, Vishal. Soulzar, Red Mantis, Anthony, Bobster, DC, Roman B. Zombie Apocalypse was the summoned demon from yesterday. DC United was the summoned demon for today. Who's going to be the summoned demon tomorrow? Sometimes it's D-Rock. Winnie07. Thank you, Winnie. El Said, Soulzar, Mark Joey. Mark Joey, thank you for joining us today. Appreciate you. Couldn't do it without you. Krasmayo, thank you for joining us today. Haven't seen you before. Thank you for tuning into the stream. Appreciate it. Mega Seeker, haven't seen you in a while. Good to see ya. Thank you for joining us today. I know you said you haven't been playing the game as much and everything, and I'm glad you're still watching and stuff, so really appreciate it. Frank Moses, Krasmayo, Dr. Mop, Rain Man, the Switch Unicorn was here today. Bobster with the 5, really appreciate it. Bobster got you guys a live stream tomorrow. Thank Bobster. Frank Moses, Krasmayo, Beg for Mercy, Dr. Mop, Frank Moses, Jay Davis, thank you, Jay Davis. Strodium Wolf. Strodium Wolf was here. Reynaldo, Jay Davis, Bobster, Rain Man. Animus was here. He was an a-hole, but he was here. Maybe he can redeem himself. I only muted him. I didn't, like, remove him forever, so I always give people more than one chance. If you saw that whole thing happen, it's not like I just automatically get rid of people. Like, hopefully he'll come back and he just won't try to, like, show me up or whatever he was trying to do there. DSCH, thank you for joining us today. Jay Davis, Reynaldo, Strodium Wolf, Dr. Mop, El Said, Frank Moses, Beg for Mercy, John Fitzpatrick, Rain Man, Reynaldo, Doug Marsh, Ginky Colleen was here. Ginky Colleen putting in that work, you know. I recognize. She might earn it soon, guys. Just let her earn it. Just let her earn it, please. Dr. Mop, she's getting closer and closer. Mike Weiss. Vishal. Nathan William, thank you. Christo 000, thank you. Sick, good to see you, Sick. Hello from Russia. Ginky and Strodium, and U7 Tim was here, of course. Mike Weiss, Jay Davis, Rain Man, Steve O Kenobi was here. Thank you, Steve O. Vishal and Strodium and Ginky and John. There's a lot of chatting today. I love it. Can I find anybody else? Kim Smith. Kim Smith was here. Thank you, Kim, for joining us. Couldn't do it without you. Trey Bobuff, of course. The man, the myth, the legend. Trey Bobuff with his Grim Reaper badge and his wrench. The man. Alright, guys. I'll see ya. Thank you for joining me today. Love you so much. Have a great day. See you tomorrow morning. Thank you, Bobster, for the 5. Now we got a live stream tomorrow. Let's see if we can keep it up just one more time, and we got a full week. So we got to do it. Maybe I'll donate to my freaking self if I have to. I'm just kidding. Love you guys. Hope you get a verse. I got one. I'm lucky, I guess. Have a great day. Peace out. See you later for Sekiro, and then tomorrow for the live stream. I'll try to put up the reminder. Community tab poll, Sekiro, then live stream tomorrow around 8 a.m., 7:30. Peace out.